always destroy. Guess I came back.
That's a G53 and I swear that bitch go bang. Every time your shit come on, she cutting it up. It's only one of me, you cannot touch my brain. You just can't. I'm with all my guys, these bitches ain't in our lane. Bang. I'm a high school dropout now, I'm breaking the bank. Only hit you all one time, my love so name. Gang. We got sticks in this bitch, we ain't standing on my stain. We ain't in a double R truck, got a big ass tank. How you find yourself trying to come up off my thing? And I never do that shit to you cause it's lame. Yeah. Dude, just got locked up, man, free the boy out of the chain. And I love that nigga that day, he'll catch me a break. Nigga bitch cheating on him, talk my bitch, better not do that shit. I'ma lose my shit. My nigga got a stick, I ain't even gotta say he gon' do that shit. He gon' shoot that bitch. Big ass FM, but it's there, go through all that shit. Got a lot of shit. I've been through but it's like 10 times, I don't do all that shit. And it's crazy how a nigga came up cause I called it. Big lock on my side, take precautions. Filling my cup up with mud cause I'm ballin'. It's so crazy how I made it, I caught it. Remember when I couldn't get up in college? I'ma still hit this hard, meaning much got mileage. Pray to look up every night, I'm so righteous. Running from demons, I'm so tired of fighting. She must be out for something cause she wildin'. If my brother need it, he know he got it. On the highway speeding, running about. Got the G53 and I swear that bitch go bang. Every time your shit come on, she cutting it off. It's only one of me, you cannot touch my brain. You just can't. I'm with all my guys, these bitches ain't.
Man, oh. First one, man. We got our. Let me introduce the judges, man. Fontaine, what the business is, Fontaine?
What it do, man? We keeping it fair and square. Hope these boys ready, man. Because I got a
Oh,
harsh
yeah.
justice system. I got a justice system, boys, man. I got it on paper, man. It's on paper.
Hey, y'all hear me? Y'all hear me?
You breaking up a little bit.
Fuck. Y'all hear me? Y'all hear me? Y'all heard me good?
There you go.
It's good?
Yeah, there you go.
Then we got Eric Swears. Eric swears what the business is, bro.
You on
You
mute.
on mute. You on mute.
Can you hear me now?
Yeah.
Yeah, and what's up, everybody in the community? But yeah, just rushed to get home in regards to this. Ready to judge and hear everyone's topics, point of views, facts, and pretty much see who's the best at what it is.
All right, man. Look, first one out the stage, man. First one to the stage, man. Mr. Moss, Mr. S.
What's up, fellas? Just put some respect on my name, man. What's up, man? I can't. Your mic, bro.
Y'all hear me? Y'all hear me?
Yeah,
loud and clear.
All right, yeah, bet. Hey, Moss, do you think you're the favorites of winning this tournament, Moss?
I mean, yeah, bro. I mean, I'll bet on myself, man. I mean, I trust my skills, knowledge, and abilities, man. I think me and Young Africa are probably the top two big dogs, but it's cool.
But you're going against Killer himself.
But you know my saying, bro. Put him in front of me and I'll beat him. Like Floyd was saying, put him in front of me and I'll beat him. Oh, and for the record, fellas, me and Big Ox both got Sacramento ties, man. We both Sac guys, man. So it's all love.
Yeah, it's all love. It's all love.
Facts. Man, we about to get into this, man. Make sure y'all smash the like button as y'all coming into it, right? The first topic is we're supposed to be debating Jamal Murray versus De'Aaron Fox. Mr. Moss, you got Jamal Murray.
Yeah.
Ox got De'Aaron Fox.
Mm-hmm.
Going 2 minutes each point, and then we got a count around, which is 1 minute and 30 seconds. Who wants to go first?
Go with Ox.
You want me to go first?
Yeah.
Okay.
Go ahead, bro.
I'll go first. That's cool.
All right, hold on, wait. Let me see.
You see
Ready,
the
Ox?
Sebo versus Mozzie.
Hey, Ox, go ahead. You ready? Your
Yeah,
time
I'm
starts
good.
now. Go ahead.
Okay. First of all, appreciate you for having me up here, Mook. I appreciate y'all for tuning in. You know what I'm saying? But let me get straight to business. So y'all know, do me a favor, y'all. Close your eyes and imagine this. You have to guard Jamal Murray today. What are you gonna do? You're gonna play off a little slightly, you know what I'm saying? Play him off a little slightly, force him left, and just keep your hands up on the jump shots and expect those jump shots to be long misses, box out, and get your rebound. Now, imagine that you got to guard De'Aaron Fox today. What are you gonna do? All you can do is pray. There's no way to stop De'Aaron Fox. You have to force De'Aaron to stop himself. You can't play off him because he eats up that space far too quickly. He's too explosive. He's the fastest player in the NBA since prime John Wall. You can't rely on him to shoot because his shooting has improved so much since the day he stepped into the NBA. Both of these fellas have been in the NBA. Well, Jamal's been in the NBA for 7, but he's played 6 seasons because of that devastating knee injury, which he did bounce back from gracefully. I'm happy to see him back. De'Aaron's been for six seasons as well. Of those 6 seasons, I know I'm gonna play the numbers game now. Of those 6 seasons, De'Aaron Fox has only had 1 season where he averaged under 5 assists. Jamal Murray has only had 1 season where he's averaged above 5 assists. De'Aaron Fox is a better facilitator as far as scoring goes. De'Aaron Fox is on the stat sheet. It shows De'Aaron Fox's score is a better scorer than Jamal Murray. In the clutch, we've seen he's the clutch player of the year this year. That shows in the fourth quarter you can't do anything with De'Aaron Fox. You can't stop him from getting to that mid-range jump shot, even the spin off the jump shot. For a 6'3", 6'4" guy, you can't stop that shot. Jamal Murray doesn't have a go-to move that's unstoppable. Jamal Murray has to depend on Jokic to get open to get his shots off. De'Aaron Fox doesn't have that issue. He can create
Time. Fox had a good opening statement, man.
That was 2 minutes.
Yeah, that was 2 minutes. I did the time, bro. It was 2 minutes, bro. All right, so let me go with Mr. Maz. Maz, why do you think Jamal Murray is better than De'Aaron Fox? Let's hear your points. You got 2 minutes. You on mute.
All right, there we go. Can you hear me?
Yes.
Well, this is easy. First and foremost, the Kings were a laughingstock before Sabonis and Kevin Huerter even got there, right? De'Aaron Fox was a point guard, putting up good numbers on a bad team. You talk about playmaking, Ox. Jamal Murray is the first player in NBA history with 4 straight games with 10-plus assists in the NBA Finals. You talk about a go-to move. Jamal is bigger, stronger, can get to the lane. His jump shot is way better than De'Aaron Fox. You said Fox is more clutch, bro. Jamal Murray is 2 game 7s, bro, versus the Clippers, dropped 40 points. He was down 3-1 versus Utah Jazz. 2 50-point games in one series, close them out. We just saw Jamal Murray versus the Lakers drop 25-30 in a quarter. We saw Jamal Murray in the finals put up big numbers, right? And then you talk about Jamal Murray can't do nothing without Jokic. Denver ain't won nothing without Jamal Murray. I can argue that Jokic is probably the best player, but Jamal Murray is the most impactful player. You know what I'm saying? He can defend, he can rebound, he can play make, he can score. And when the game's on the line, bro, who do you want more? Shooting the basketball. The numbers back me up. Again, 2 50-point games, down 3-1, dropped 40 points versus Kawhi and PG versus the Clippers in a game 7, right? Swept the Lakers. That was easy work, dropping 25-30 a quarter. You know what I'm saying? And again, you said playmaking. He's the first player in NBA history with 4 straight games with 10 or more assists in the finals, bro. And so, I mean, listen, I think Jamal's just better. He's more consistent. And again, De'Aaron Fox, bro, in game 7, De'Aaron Fox versus the Kings, this dude played 37 minutes, scored 16 points, right? Jamal Murray in game 7 is dropping 40 balls, big time clutch scoring. You know what I'm saying? So we've seen this so-called clutch player in game 7, De'Aaron Fox, wet the bed, bro. Played 37 minutes, 16 points.
Time. Ox, you got 1 minute and 30 seconds to debunk all the BS you think Maz was spitting, man. Let me start your timer right now. Your timer starts.
Yes,
right.
De'Aaron Fox
now.
scoring. My bad. De'Aaron Fox was scoring points, and you could call us empty stats because we weren't winning, but that's not his fault. Forgive me, Sacramento, but we are the worst franchise in NBA history, and De'Aaron Fox had to deal with that. He persevered, and he did get some help, and he showed out. When he got that help, what did he do? He went at the defending champ. He went at the guy that you think is the best player of his generation, in Steph Curry. He did that for 6 straight games, broke a bone in his hand, and still persevered and played through that. If it wasn't for Harrison Barnes choking, we would have won that series. De'Aaron Fox did that. De'Aaron Fox is a much better defender than Jamal Murray. Jamal Murray's claim to fame is a chuck off that he had with Donovan Mitchell. That's his claim to fame, is a chuck off. At the end of the game, they give the ball to Jokic, and Jokic gets Jamal open. Jamal is not the closer for that team. It is Jokic. De'Aaron Fox is hands down our heart and soul. He is our closer. And for you to say he's not clutch is crazy. He literally just got the clutch player award. How can you say he's not clutch and he does that? Secondly, defense. Jamal Murray is a cone. Mr. Mass, you could give Jamal Murray 45. De'Aaron Fox is a top 5 point guard defender, and you may not see it in the analytics, but you see it when you watch the game. He's always in the passing lane. He gets us out to run. He's a menace in the transition because of his defense and his speed. It's electrifying, and you can't say that for Jamal Murray. De'Aaron starts
time. Damn, that was a good round for Ox, man. Maz, you got 1 minute and 30 seconds to bump what Ox is saying. Go ahead.
Yeah, I mean, the reason why the Kings lost Game 7 is because, again, bro, De'Aaron Fox played 37 minutes and dropped 16 points. He wasn't clutch, bro. This so-called clutch award for the season. So you mean to tell me that one season award trumps Jamal Murray being clutch for a multiple of seasons? You said that Jokic is the closer. Yeah, in some occasions, he is the closer. But Jamal Murray is a player that's the most impactful player for that team, and he's hit the biggest shots. Didn't Jamal Murray drop 40 points versus the Clippers in Game 7? Didn't Jamal Murray close out cores versus the Lakers? It wasn't Jokic. Didn't Joker have fucking, other than Game 1 in the finals, bro? He shot below 3% from the field every game in the finals. It was Jamal Murray being consistent, dropping dimes, scoring, playing defense. You said Jamal don't play defense, bro. What guard cooked Jamal Murray in this postseason? We saw Steph Curry drop 50 points in a Game 7. That's De'Aaron Fox's counterpart. So you mentioned defense, bro. Steph Curry dropped 50 points in a Game 7 at Golden One Center, bro. I was there. I seen it, bro. That was easy work. He was shimmying, doing all kind of shit, bro, on your home court. So again, bro, one season being clutch does not trump multiple seasons being clutch, bro. 50-point games versus Utah. Game 7 versus fucking Clippers. This year's finals, bro. What are we talking about, man? And again, defense, Curry brought 50 points in your building versus your guy. What are we talking about, bro? It was easy work.
Damn. That was a good round, man. Just great points from everywhere, man. That's the conclusion of the topic one, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls across the world.
You gave him 10 extra seconds. You shouldn't even let him.
No, I did not.
No, you didn't, bro. No, you didn't do that.
It was a minute 30. It was a minute 30.
I ain't doing extra seconds, bro.
No, I'm playing. That was good. But you shouldn't have let him get that last one off for me.
Oh man. All right, man. So this is the conclusion of the end of topic 1. Topic 2. This is the last topic, ladies and gentlemen. Great topic 1, man. But we're going into topic 2. I gave these guys the question, man. Who is the best player in this generation, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls across the world? We're talking about impact. We're talking about dominance. We're talking about statistical dominance as well. We're talking about winning champion, winning at the highest moment, playoff translation. Since Ox went first, let's start off with Mr. Maz. Maz, who is the best player in this generation? Go ahead, man. You got 2 minutes to go.
It's Steph Curry, bro, hands down. You feel me? 4-time NBA champion. Ox thinks LeBron James is the best player of the generation, but Steph Curry beat that guy 3 times. This generation does include 2011, right? The biggest meltdown in finals history. This dude averaged 2 points in the fourth quarter for 4 straight games, scored 8 points in Game 4. This era does include 2014, right? When he lost by a record margin while playing with Wade and Bosh. This era does include 2015, right? Where he lost 4-2. Had 2-1 lead back at the fucking Q and lost 3 straight games. 2016, right? This narrative that LeBron James carried the Cavaliers, false. In Game 7, LeBron James had 27 points, shot 37% from the field, 9 for 24, 20% from the three-point line, 80% from the free throw line, and had 5 turnovers. What did Kyrie Irving do in Game 7, right? 26 points, 43% from the floor, 40% from the three-point line, and he goes on an 8-0 scoring run in the third quarter and hit the biggest shot in Cavs history. That block, with or without the block, Kyrie's over the three-point shot still gives the Cavaliers the lead. In 2017, right? A fucking German sweep, lost 5 games to 1, right? KD, that was easy fucking work. 2018, he quit on the Cavaliers, got swept again, and then said he broke his hand after the whole fucking shit was over, right? In 2019, activated playoff mode, missed the postseason, right? In 2020, Anthony Davis led the team in every category but assists, right? And then he missed the postseason again and got his ass kicked in the first round by the Phoenix Suns, right? So, I mean, it's been Steph Curry, bro. Steph Curry's more impactful on and off the basketball, right? LeBron James has the most turnovers in the era, the most finals losses in the fucking era, the most meltdowns, bro. What are we talking about, bro? And again, Curry beat this dude three times to 1. He's 15-7 versus LeBron James in the finals, bro. What are we talking about, man? I don't praise losing. Okay, I don't praise empty stats. And again, that 2011 meltdown, bro, disqualifies.
Hi. Damn, boss. Chill out, bro.
Go ahead.
Big Ox. Why do you think LeBron James is the best player in this generation? You got 2 minutes to answer. Go ahead.
LeBron has done it with Miami. He's done it with Cleveland. He's done it with the Lakers. Steph Curry is nothing but a spoiled kid with a silver spoon in his mouth. He's had it perfect for him. He's had Klay Thompson, Draymond Green, Harrison Barnes came through for the first one. Andrew Wiggins saved him against the Celtics. Let me also mention this, Mr. Moss. When Mookie asked me who was the best player of the generation, I thought we were going to talk about Kevin Durant. So you had to go get Kevin Durant and Steph Curry to team up, and you're supposed to be the best player of this generation when you had to go get KD to save you from LeBron? I don't think so. LeBron, like I said, has done it on multiple teams. Steph Curry has never had to face any adversity in his career. It's been a cakewalk. He got walked down in 2016 and ran to get Kevin Durant. How could you praise that and then say you don't praise losing? LeBron James is world renowned as one of the top 2 players in NBA history. He's some people's GOAT. How could it be possible to be a GOAT and not be the best player of your generation? Steph Curry's not even in most people's top 10. It's absurd. It's just nothing. It's nothing but 3-on-1 gang up. And now he's going to get Chris Paul. Steph Curry has done nothing but ride his organization. He's once again. I know I'm repeating myself, but he's faced no adversity. It's crazy when you look at all the team. LeBron did it with Anthony Davis. He also beat him this year in the playoffs. It's like recency. What have you done for me lately? He just beat him in the playoffs. You're talking about all stuff when it's even Stevens like it was this year. Anytime it's even Stevens in the spare, LeBron thoroughly kicks Steph Curry's ass. All those, everything else is inflated. He had way better teams than LeBron. LeBron still walked him down. This year, even so, had the same team. LeBron.
Hi, Moss.
Yeah.
You got a minute and 30 seconds to debunk the BS you thought that Big Ox is spewing, man. Go ahead, man. Start.
Well, he talks about, LeBron James doing with different teams, bro. That's a knock against him. He can't stay with one team, other those players, and make his teammates better. He joined D-Wade and Chris Bosh to form a super team. Basically, decapitate the Eastern Conference, right? It was them versus everybody else, right? And Dirk Nowitzki by himself with a bunch of old role players kicked his ass, right? You talk about adversity, bro. Steph Curry broke his hand, missed the entire season, damn near. Klay Thompson tore his Achilles and fucking knee, right, bro? Steph Curry comes back with Andrew Wiggins and wins a championship, bro. If that's not adversity, bro, then I don't know what is. You talk about adversity, bro. When LeBron James gets adversity, what does he do? He packs up his bags and he leaves, bro, right? Boston kicked his ass. He left Cleveland, right? The Spurs kicked his ass by record margin. Adversity in 2014, he packed his bags and left fucking the Miami Heat. Kevin Durant and Steph Curry swept his ass in 2018. Adversity, went to go join Anthony Davis. So what are we talking about, bro? When your man sees adversity, he go tucks tail and he runs. That's what he does, bro, right? And again, in this era, most turnovers, most failures, most collapses, bro. Listen, he's played with more Hall of Famers than Steph's played with, right? D-Wade, Bosh, Kevin, Kyrie, Anthony Davis. I mean, what are we talking about, bro? You talking about Kevin Durant? That's one guy. And again, Curry got 2 championships without Kevin Durant, without a super team. LeBron James arguably got 1 chip with that super team, and what was that, 2020? Curry got 2, bro. 2015 and 2020. Or 2021. What are we talking about, man?
Damn. God damn, man. What a great debate, man. I enjoyed every second of it, man. Great topics, great responses, great points that both guys made.
I got
but
one
time,
more.
it's time. No. Y'all had one counter round.
You went first.
No, you. Hold on. You hold on.
Yeah, he went first. He went first.
You didn't say your counter round yet?
Nah.
I thought you did.
Nah. Hey, yo, judges, tell him I went first. I went first the first
He
time.
ain't counted yet.
Oh yeah, he didn't counter. All right, you go ahead. My bad. I'm sorry, Ox.
No, he didn't.
All right, so Ox, you got 1 minute and 30.
My bad, Ox.
One round for me feel like 2. I know.
Yeah, my bad. Ox. 1 minute and 30 seconds. Maz did go first. My bad, Ox. Thank you. You got 1 minute and 30 seconds left to go to counter what the BS Maz is spewing. You go ahead, Ox. Cook it.
Okay, so if y'all paid attention, Ma said that in 2018-17, LeBron James was faking a hand injury, but then went and said that Steph Curry broke his hand. We can't pick and choose whose injuries we believe or not. That just shows a strong bias right there. Secondly, you talked about the closeout game when the Cavaliers won and said that LeBron dropped. What about the other games? What about the triple-double he had in game 1? What about the 41, 8, and 11 he had in game 2? What about the 41, 16, and 7 he had in game 3? What about the 25, 13, and 9? What about the 32, 11, and 6? You never see that from Steph Curry. Then you keep talking about teaming up. I don't look at it that way because it's just Steph Curry has Klay Thompson, who was arguably and sometimes a better shooter than him. How many times has Klay Thompson saved Steph Curry's legacy? How many I can name time and time. Andre Iguodala had to save him from LeBron. Draymond Green had to save him from LeBron. Kevin Durant had to save him from LeBron. Klay Thompson has saved him from everybody, including the Houston Rockets, who is your team, and you know that, Mosh. You've seen that. You watched it firsthand. Klay Thompson saved Steph Curry. That's all I see from Steph Curry is a guy that runs around and shoots the ball and gets saved by his teammates. DeMar DeRozan has scored just as much points as Steph Curry, but we call him a bum. Why is that? Steph Curry has done nothing special in his career besides ride the coattail of his organization. He stepped in with Monte Ellis.
All right, time. Good point by Ox, man. That's the time, man. Great debate between both guys, both fierce competitors, man. Y'all made some great points, but it's time to ask the chat. It's time to ask the Rated R community who won this matchup between Big Ox and Maz, man. I'm gonna start by Fontaine. Fontaine, who do you think who won this debate between Maz and Ox, man? Starting from topic 1 to topic 2, man. What you got, Ox? Fontaine.
Topic 1, I had it slightly edged to Maz. I think that he made the better points when it came to defending with stats, defending with actual things that have actually transpired on the player versus team success, about what the player has actually done. I like the way he delved into that. Now, Ox had some good points. Like I said, the points that he was saying, I definitely agree with a lot of the points. So I had him really close, but I just think that Maz dueled him with a lot of the statistics, a lot of the points that he made. I had Ox down for like 10 great points, and I had Maz down for like 12 great points that I totally agree with. So with that system, I just had to go choose Maz a little bit for that first topic.
Hey, Eric Swears, how did you see that matchup going?
With the first topic, they both made valid points. DeAndre Fox pretty much is on the rise. De'Aaron Fox has been on the rise for the last 6 seasons. But I got to count against, like Maz was saying, wasn't clutch in the elimination game when it shows. Pretty much that's what make or break legends. But then I can also hold against Murray indirectly that he missed the last 2 seasons due to his injury. But if you go off of what he had before the injuries, he showed that he can play in the big games. And then what he did during this playoff run this past season, he pretty much was making the shots that players like Steph Curry was not making when they was needed the most against the lengthy Lakers. So if I had to give a percentage for both, I say 51 Moss, 49 Ox.
Yeah, for me, I think it was very, very close in the first round. I feel like Ox made some points about Fox being better, right? He was discussing the points of why De'Aaron Fox was better than Jamal Murray. I feel like Maz was more not focusing on his point on why Jamal Murray is better. So I would slightly give the first round to Ox, and then the second round, I think, both guys made some great points, but I think Maz counter about, Steph facing adversity and, him overcoming adversity took it off for me. I think overall, I think it was very, very close, but I'm gonna give a slight edge to Maz. But it was very, very close, man. I think it felt like a draw to me, bro. It was very, very close, Maz. Maz thought Ox was easy work, but this was very, very close, bro. Very, very close.
Ox know his shit, bro. He know that.
Yeah. The chat, 40% Big Ox and 61% Maz. So Maz won the tournament. Shout out to Ox though. Ox came and competed.
That's my guy.
Ox got it. Yeah, for sure.
Y'all know De'Aaron Hand was broke game 7, man. It's so
for sure.
You definitely that second round though, Mas. You had me on the ropes. I was struggling, bro. I was struggling that second round for sure.
What, the second round?
Yeah, he just had
LeBron LeBron. It's tough, Big Ox.
Yeah, I was getting.
I called it down the middle.
Second round, bro.
Yeah, for
I
sure.
called it down the middle. I believe that LeBron is the best, but we talking about debates and points that was made. Mas handily got you on the points.
Yeah, second round. I can't deny that, bro. You definitely got me in that second round. The first round,
it's all good, bro.
It's all love, though. Appreciate y'all.
Yeah. Shout out to Mr. Moss. Mr. Moss, you will advance to the second round. Is there any points that you want to make to the contestants, and what is your prediction on these upcoming matchups as well? And is there anybody you want to call out that you want to see in the second round? Hope they can win their matchup tonight for you to see them in the second round.
Yeah, man. I want King J. I want Young Africa, bro. I want the big dogs, bro. Put them in front of me and I'll beat them. Bro. And Big Ox, just real quick, bro. Steph Curry, doctor said his hand was broke, bro. We saw X-rays, it was broke. LeBron had a soft cast on his hand. Nobody confirmed it was broke, for the record. Just saying, bro. Just saying.
No doubt.
Man. Yeah, man. Shout out to Mon. Shout out to Big Ox, man. We about to go to the next round.
All right, cool. All right, fellas.
Salute you, Ox, for pulling up, man.
Real quick, Mookie, as soon as when I was talking about defense and he said Steph dropped 50 on him, you should have cut his mic right there. You should have cut him off like, no, don't do it.
Hold on, Mookie, just my bad, real quick. Ox, bro, when you in town, bro, hit me up, bro. I got season tickets to the Kings, bro. We can fuck with it. Just hit me up. It's good.
No doubt.
Let me know. It's good, bro.
Sure.
All right, for sure.
All right, y'all. Appreciate you.
All right, Mookie. Thanks, Mookie.
Salute everybody. All right, man. Listen. I am waiting right now, ladies and gentlemen, for Nadi and Herm is next, ladies and gentlemen. And following that, we will have probably have King J versus Emil. I don't know. I'm waiting for Nadi right now. I got Herm in the building. Herm.
What's happening?
Are you ready, Herm?
Man, this gonna be easy work, man. At the end of the day, I got uphill battles, but at the end of the day, I take the challenges, man. I don't want the easy way out, man, like these other niggas do. And at the end of the day, I will prove my case. It ain't about how you guys feel. It's about who got the better debate. And I'm gonna cook that boy Naughty, man. It's gonna be easy work.
Herm, you really think it's easy work, Herm?
I know it's easy work, man, because he gonna say basic shit. That's what he gonna do. He gonna say basic shit. He gonna say the obvious shit that most casuals would say. He's not gonna be able to break it down when it comes to being a better shooter between Ray Allen and Steph Curry. Man, it's easy work, man. I ain't worried about that. Then Dominique and KD, that's gonna be easy.
Oh! My man, Naughty with the business is, boy. Hey, I can't hear you. I can't hear you. I can't hear you. Your mic fucked up, man.
Hold on,
Can't hear you.
I can't hear you for some reason.
You hear me?
One sec.
Yeah, you gotta fix your mic, bro.
Let me. I'm about to leave and come back in. All right. If you can
Before
hear me, if you can hear me, Mookie, put your hand up.
Yeah, I can hear you.
I can hear you, nigga.
I can hear you. You can't hear us.
Fuck?
Yeah, I'm gonna read this super chat. He said Durant Miles is fire, right? He says Miles are not playing no games tonight. He said Miles feed the chat a 5-star meal tonight. Miles X, what the fuck? He said, "Let's go, Herm." See, Herm, you got people rocking with your side. Herm, you cannot fold because Herm, you are the favorite, Herm. So it's like you cannot fold, bro. You know what I'm saying? Make sure y'all smash the like as you come in here, man. Nada, you hear me?
Yeah, you can hear me, bro?
Yeah, we can hear you.
I bet. Give me 1 second. I'm hopping in my car real quick.
Okay, bet. Hey, Fontaine.
Yep.
Hey, what do you think? What do you think Ox could have did better if he would have pulled out that dub? Like, what do you think he could have did? You know what I'm saying? Better.
To be honest, I don't know what he could have done better. Because I had him edging. I had Moss edging him on the first debate, and you saw it the second debate. He just didn't pull up enough good points. I feel like
the second debate he got smoked. I ain't gonna lie. The second debate he got smoked.
His whole counter should have been. It should have came for player. Moss was listing off a lot of team accomplishments. If we're talking about the best player in a generation, what people fail to realize is team accomplishments is a part of it, but it's only about 20% a part of it. The other 80% is what have you done statistically? What have you done as far as accomplishments? What have you done as far as on the court, as far as like your performance in your team, in your team's when your team is performing, like what do you actually do? And the biggest thing could have been is for almost all of LeBron's championships, he was the number one leader. And he was the number one leader in almost every statistical category. Curry didn't only won Finals MVP twice. You see what I'm saying? Like he was folding in a lot of those fourth quarters. He could have attacked that aspect of the Curry aspect versus LeBron, but he just kind of he was in his own head. You could tell it was less preparation. Moss was prepped for it.
Hey, Nada, you good? Hey, Herm, you there?
Yeah, I'm there, man. I'm there. Hey, Maria, why you talking your stuff, man? Hey, Mook. Can I be Herm and talk my shit?
Yeah, go ahead. Maria, hold on. Nada, you there? Nada, you there?
Hear me?
Yeah, I could, but you kind of breaking up.
Yeah, you could. You is breaking up.
Oh man, Nada, come on, man.
Hold on, bro. Hold on. Is this good?
Nah.
That's good. Yeah, that's good. Now we hear you. You hear us?
Yeah, I can hear you.
All right, bet. All right, man. Herm versus Nadi, man. Nadi, how do you feel going into this debate, man?
Say it again, bro.
How you feel going into this debate? How you feel?
I mean, bro, if I remember right, just the nigga I cooked last time. So, you feel me? It ain't really nothing crazy type shit. I'm just spit what I know. So I don't expect nothing hard. It's a little easy round. Get to the next round. You feel me?
Okay. Herm, how you feel going against this debate, man? Going against Nadi, man.
Hey, man, Nadi, you got everybody. You got the favorite guys everybody loves, so you need to take advantage of that. But obviously, I know you're gonna come with some casual takes, and I'm gonna cook your ass. That's just that on that.
All right, man. All right, let's get into it, man. Make sure y'all smash the like button, man. The first topic, man. Who is the better 3-point shooter? Ray Allen or Steph Curry? Y'all have 2 minutes each topic to get your point off, and then we have the counter round. I'm gonna start with Nadi. Nadi, you got Steph Curry. Explain to me why you think Steph Curry is a better 3-point shooter than Ray Allen. You got 2 minutes. Go ahead.
For sure. Steph Curry not only is a better 3-point shooter, but it's not relatively close. So when we talk about 3-point shooting, people like to point to Ray Allen's percentages and that, hey, if the era was like how it is now and people shot more threes, he would just make more threes and he would still have the record and use casual arguments like that for why he would be the best shooter still. But at the end of the day, shooting is more than just percentages. Steph Curry is not only the best off ball shooter we've ever seen, he's also the best on ball shooter we've ever seen. So that means no matter where you are, anywhere from the 3 point line, which is what we're arguing, he's the best shooter ever. And that's not just in the middle, that's not just in the wing, that's not just in the corner, that's everywhere. Off the dribble, catch, anything you could think of, Steph Curry clears Ray Allen in shooting. So I don't think this is really something I gotta put a crazy argument in for. If one person is better than you at the thing that you're good at, which is shooting, and he does it in more ways than you, which he does. Steph Curry does it in multiple ways and also shoots it more efficiently and also takes more difficult shots while being more efficient. It's really not close. Like, I don't see where it's relatively close. So I don't even need my whole 2 minutes. That's about it.
Damn. Ooh. Hey. Herb. You go ahead, man. Your 2 minutes start right now, man. Go ahead, Herb.
Well, I guess the problem with that, he said the ways that makes Steph Curry better than Ray Allen. I think it's preposterous just to use those battle points. Let's not forget another component.
Hold on, Herm. You have to, Herm. This is not a count around. You explain why Ray Allen is better than Steph Curry.
Well, Ray Allen, at the end of the day, is a better 3-point shooter due to the fact that he did it in numerous ways. All the ways that you said it, he was just as good as an on-ball shooter. He was just as good off the dribble. Hell, you look at the Seattle and Milwaukee days, Ray Allen was all about off the dribble pulling up for threes. What's a 3-level score? What's a guy that had to do it in the tougher defensive era when it was hand checking? When guys was knocking guys on their ass, when guys was playing physical defense, Curry is able to take advantage of an offensive error to the point where that you barely can touch the guy. You can run more freely. It's not as physical. So Steph Curry obviously has the better advantage due to the fact that the era that he's in. Ray Allen had to work for everything that he had to, whether it was off the dribble, whether it was running off screens, because guys were able to grab you, guys were able to touch you, guys were able to put that forearm on you, the whole nine. Ray Allen was just as good as a ball handler. And then the thing that separates them when it comes to shooting, Ray Allen was the best clutch shooter, better clutch shooter out of the two when it comes to shot making. Ray Allen was a better shot maker than Steph Curry, better difficult shot maker than Steph Curry. He was the clutchest. Ray Allen been the clutchest player since the 2000s began. He is the clutchest player in this era for us in the 2000s. You can look at his clutch effectiveness percentage. He's at 77%. Steph Curry is 0 for 12 all time when it comes to clutch shots in the last 45 seconds of a game. So how can you be the greatest shooter and you can't even make shots in the clutch? That's part of being a great shooter. The same shots you make in a regular season when game and
Naughty. You got 1 minute and 30 seconds to debunk the bullshit Herm is spewing. Your
is this
1
the
minute
last?
30 minutes.
Is,
Yeah. Your
is
1 minute 30 seconds start
this
now.
topic right here?
Yeah.
All right. Not only this nigga just got on here and lied. Like, damn. All right though. But so not only did he say Ray Allen makes more difficult shots than Steph Curry, which is a lie. Steph Curry's the best difficult shot maker of all time, and it's not even close. And second wouldn't even be Ray Allen. It's third wouldn't be Ray Allen. So I don't know where you're getting that from. You brought up the era, like I said, but like I brought it up before because I knew you'd be coming with that casual take. So if you didn't hear me, I said that in the beginning, and I said you can debunk that easily by you can say that for any player ever. If you add volume, they would do this, but that's not the case. High volume, people don't always maintain efficiency with high volume. We've seen that in many cases throughout NBA history. And third of all, you're bringing up clutch like this is this last minute shot thing like that we're arguing right now. First of all, we're not even arguing clutch. But second of all, Steph Curry does not face the same defense as Ray Allen faced. Ray Allen has never faced double and triple teams like Steph Curry in his life. So bringing up 0 for 13 or 0 for 12 or whatever, some nitpick stat that like even Kobe's like 2 for something. Like everybody, you can nitpick any stat for anyone. They don't play the same coverages. He's never been guarded like Steph Curry in his life because he's never been close to a shooter as Steph Curry in his life. So that's all I have to say about that. And if you truly think that Ray Allen is better than Steph Curry at one part of shooting, I'm not even talking about shooting. At one You're simple.
And now that you breaking up, but that's your time, anyways. Herm, what you got to say to Nadi's point, man?
See, I
What's-
knew he was. I knew Nadi wasn't gonna be able to counter the fact that Steph Curry, when it comes to the clutch, Steph Curry is one of the poorest guys in the clutch in NBA history. For him to be as great as he is, how come his shooting doesn't translate when his team needed him the most? When it's money time, I want to put the ball in Ray Allen's hands. I seen Ray Allen in the Game 7 versus my Chicago Bulls drop the easy 49 points on us and close us out of Sunday ass packing. Because Ray Allen was clutch, and Ray Allen was obviously the best player in that Game 7 for the Boston Celtics over my Chicago Bulls. And on top of that, when it comes to clutchness, Ray Allen always came through for his teams. Look at what he did at Boston. Look what he even did in Seattle when he had that magnificent game, double overtime game against the Phoenix Suns. When he hit the game winning shot. A difficult shot at that off the dribble, guy hands in his face. Joakim Noah was in his face in that game when the shot that he hit on the Bulls. Joakim Noah was in the face. Steph Curry had a guy that Kevin Love 1-on-1 game on the line, Game 7 at home. You already were blowing a 3-1 lead, and you bailed out the Cleveland Cavaliers by shooting a contested ass fall away 3, and all you had to do was, if you was that good off the ball, like Nolly said he would have easily dismantled Kevin Love and got an easy bucket and put the Warriors in a better position to close that game out of Game 7. When it comes to that, clutch shooting matters. You can't ignore the fact that he hit all these shots in the regular season. He hit all these shots in the
Time. That is the conclusion of topic 1, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls across the world. Now let's get into topic 2, man. Right? 2 minutes each topic, right? And then the count around is 1 minute 30 seconds. We're debating. I asked both of y'all, who's a better player, Dominique Wilkins or Kevin Durant? Since Nadi went first, I'm gonna start off with Herm. Herm, you got 2 minutes to explain to the people why Dominique Wilkins is better than Kevin Durant. Go ahead, Herm.
Dominique Wilkins is a better player than Kevin Durant due to the fact, look at the era they had to go to. Look at the Eastern Conference that he had to go to for the super teams that he had to go through just to even try to compete and get and advance deep in the playoffs. End of the day, Kevin Durant, Dominique Wilkins, best player that he ever played with was an old ass Moses Malone in the late 80s, and Moses Malone only averaged 16 points a game. The second best player that he ever played with was Kevin Willis. He averaged 13 points. That was his most consistent player in his whole tenure with the Atlanta Hawks. Dominique Wilkins had to go through teams like the Detroit Bad Boy Pistons, had to go through the dynasty Boston Celtics, had to go through the early 80s and dominance of a super team in the Philadelphia 76ers, and then the magnificent matchups that he had, Dr. J, Larry Bird. He had to go through guys like that, man. And at the end of the day, if he wasn't losing to Bird, he losing to Isaiah. If he wasn't losing to Isaiah, he losing to Jordan. If he wasn't losing to Jordan, he losing to Dr. J. So it's not like Dominique couldn't ball. It's the fact that Dominique Wilkins had to go through a difficult path. Kevin Durant always had the best players with him. You got scoring champs with James Harden, scoring champs with Russell Westbrook. Then you playing with Kyrie Irving, Devin Booker. Then you playing with the whole 9. Kevin Durant had Steph Curry, had the splash, had Klay Thompson. Man played the most talent ever. You gave Dominique Wilkins a chance to leave his team and join a team that was championship ready, and all they needed was him to make the significant push. Imagine Dominique Wilkins played with the bad boy Detroit Pistons. How many rings would he have? Obviously, Dominique Wilkins would have done the same thing and probably would have went to 3 straight back-to-back finals like KD did with the Golden State Warriors. As great as KD is, KD always had the talent with him. Dominique didn't, but Dominique was dominating even though he was playing for a small market Atlanta Hawks in which they never surrounded the great.
Time. Nadi, can you explain why you think Kevin Durant is better than Dominique Wilkins?
Yeah, man, it's pretty simple. Like I know it's very hard to grasp this concept, but when you're talking about who's a better player, you talk about who's a better player and what, not what team you face. The question is a better player.
Hey, Nadi, you breaking up a little bit. You breaking up, Naughty, bro. Hey, y'all hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Hey, Naughty, I cannot hear you, bro. You breaking up, bro. Dang, Herm might win this shit by default, bro. Naughty's breaking up, man. Hey, Naughty, we can't hear you, bro. Damn. Hey, Naughty. Hey, Herm, you hear me?
Oh yeah, I'm here, man. I'm here.
Hey, Herm, you might win this round, Herm.
Hey, it's all good. If I do, I
Uh-oh.
do.
Uh-oh. Nigga, Herm about to win. If Naughty don't come back within 2 minutes, bro, Herm is about to win by default, and Herm is advancing to the next round. He is advancing in the next round, bro. Naughty's mic is fucking up, and Naughty got, 1 minute to hop in here, and we want to crown Herm the victory by default because Naughty mic is fucking up, bro. Technical difficulties, bro. You already know this day. We already know it's supposed to be July 20th, Thursday, 7 o'clock p.m. So you're supposed to make sure your mic is fixed. You're supposed to make sure your mic is right. Naughty, your mic is not working, so we're gonna have to move on, bro. Herm might win this round, bro. So I'm waiting for Naughty, but I'm gonna give him a minute to come in. Make sure y'all smash the like button, man.
See, guys in their feelings can move. You know damn well Steph Curry is one of the worst clutch shooters of all time, man. And all that great shooting he does, it never translates when it matters the most. And Steph Curry always don't come through 40. That's astonishing move that this nigga 0% when it comes to hitting shots with 45 seconds or less left in the game. That's astonishing for the so-called best three-point shooter of all time, man. We seen Ray Allen game after game after game and series after series come through big for his teams, whether it's in Miami, whether it's in Boston. Hell, even in his younger days in Milwaukee, he was hitting clutch shots. Hell, Seattle Supersonics, I described a double overtime what he did to the top seed, number 1 seed Phoenix Suns. A lot of people forget about those moments because all people remember is the Boston Celtics Ray Allen. They don't remember the Seattle Supersonics and the Milwaukee Bucks Ray Allen. So a lot of these casuals in the chat just rolling with Curry. Obviously, yes, Curry got the records. That's true. That's all fine and dandy. But Ray Allen did it in a tougher era. Ray Allen had to play in 2 different ways in 2 different eras. They had to adjust his game in 2 different eras. That means a lot. And a lot of people don't understand that.
Yo,
Hey,
can you hear me,
Naughty,
Mook, bro? That shit
bro.
kept kicking me out, bro.
Bro. Like Herm was about to win by default, bro. You lucky.
Nah. What happened was I was cooking so hard, dead ass. I can't even lie to you. On God, I got an iPhone too hot notification, kick me out the fucking thing.
Okay. All right. So.
All
right.
But yeah,
if
I can continue, let me.
Yeah. Go ahead.
All right, but what Herm was speaking about was nothing about who's a better player. You're just bringing up excuses why he didn't win. So why Kevin Durant's the better player is because he's a better scorer, right? He's the better defender in his prime, and the playmaking gap is literally the exact same. And Kevin Durant is the more efficient scorer. You can go to him in a late game situation better. He has a higher ceiling for winning. He's a better ceiling raiser. There's just every aspect of basketball other than athleticism, you can give it to Kevin Durant. Dominique was not a good defender. I don't care what he thinks he remembers. Dominique was not a good defender. He was a good scorer, but he was not an all-time great scorer like Kevin Durant. And when it comes to playmaking, he had gaps in his game too. Sort of like a little bit like Kevin Durant is not the best playmaker, but he's a good playmaker. So when you're bringing up reasons of why Kevin Durant had this, Kevin Durant had that, that's not proving why he's not a better basketball player. You're simply just bringing up facts of why he won, which I can agree on. But winning doesn't make you a better basketball player. At the end of the day, Kevin Durant played the sport of basketball better than Dominique Wilkins did, and that's just the end. That's just the end. Simple.
Herm, your counters. It's counter round, man. Herm, counter all the BS you think Naughty was spewing. Go ahead, Herm.
But the BS that you spew, bro, end of the day, when it comes to Dominique Wilkins and Kevin Durant, Dominique Wilkins, the only reason he wasn't winning scoring titles in the 80s because he was only losing to one guy, which was Michael Jeffrey Jordan. This nigga Dominique in one season averaged 34 points a game, and he lost. The only reason he didn't win the scoring title because Michael Jordan averaged 37 for the season. When it comes to scoring the basketball, Dominique Wilkins is one of the best scorers and most underrated scorers in NBA history. He just doesn't get the respect because he played for the small market Atlanta Hawks. At the end of the day, when it comes to Kevin Durant's success, we haven't seen Kevin Durant done anything ever since he won his ring in 2017. And today, Kevin Durant began his ass kicked in the first round, beginning D'd up by old ass niggas like Al Horford. He's letting a guy like Al Horford hold a one-on-one. Kevin Durant struggled against defense. He even struggled against the Denver Nuggets. Devin Booker was clearly the best player in that series for the Phoenix Suns. So Kevin Durant has been mediocre really ever since he left Golden State. And obviously, Kevin Durant, when it comes to winning, Kevin Durant obviously can't get the job done because he need a guy like Steph Curry to hold him up, to make him a better winner. So Kevin Durant cannot win, obviously, without Steph Curry. So when it comes down to that, that's why I brought up the fact that if you put Dominique Wilkins in a unique situation like that, and you put him with, and I use the example of the bad boy Pistons, hell, Dominique Wilkins could have the same amount of accolades. He probably had the same amount of NBA Finals MVPs. And hell, he probably would have looked up and got an MVP in one of those years because Detroit Pistons would have been so damn dominant. It would have been a goddamn show for Dominique Wilkins if he played with the bad boy Pistons, man. End of the day, man, Kevin Durant, he's been a shit show of himself ever since he won his second championship with Golden State. He's been getting locked up easily by
time. Naughty, you're next to your counter round.
Man,
Among all the bullshit Herb was spewing.
I didn't think it would be this easy. Like,
you're breaking up again.
He didn't bring up why he's a better player. Can you hear me right now, Mookie? Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you. Not. Go ahead.
Chat, I know y'all heard me say he didn't bring up any point why he's a better player. He just brought up facts about why he didn't win or why. And what did he come back with when I said he didn't bring up facts of why he's a better player? He came back with more bullshit of why he didn't win and why he didn't win scoring titles. Kevin Durant is a better basketball player. And as you can see with his 4 minutes, he still hasn't given me a single point why he's a better player. Just bullshit excuses on why he didn't win things. Kevin Durant is the better shooter, better three-point shooter, better mid-range shooter, better free throw shooter, better on-ball creator, better on-ball scorer, better defender, better playmaker. He's just better at basketball. That's all it is. And even if I were to live in your little narrative world talking about if Dominique Wilkins got this team, well, he's not Kevin Durant. He's not Kevin Durant. You need to, like that Golden State team, if he was on that Golden State team, if you want to live in your fairy tale world, they would not be the same team because Dominique Wilkins would be a weakness shooting and scoring, especially in today's system, if he's not going to have the three-point ball as like Kevin Durant does. So at the end of the day, Kevin Durant just fits in better in every other system better than Dominique Wilkins and also happens to be a better basketball player. And sometimes it's that simple. You don't need to spew narratives.
Hey. Hi. Yo, chill out, bro. Chill out. Bro, you crazy as hell, bro. Chill out, bro. You crazy as hell, bro. All right, I'm about to ask the chat who won this debate. Y'all let me know in the chat, man. Let me start with my guy Fountain. Who won his debate, Fountain?
Man, I like Herm's attack on that first on the first topic. I like how he went to actually attacking and knocking down Steph Curry as a player, as a shooter, and where he shot, and then bringing up key points about Ray Allen as far as like, you know, his accomplishments that people actually really don't know about him. I think he attacked it really, really well. But I mean, at the end of the day, it's hard to make a judgment without bias. But I'm gonna try to do it here. I just like the way Herm attacked the topic. I don't think that Nadi actually went after the things that that best suits Steph Curry when it comes to his shooting. I mean, first thing you need to do is like talk about accolades, talk about all the things that he's accomplished while shooting. I don't think that he did a good job with that. So I edged the first round to Herm. I like Herm's points on the first round. Second round, it wasn't. I think I would have to go 7. I would have to go 7-8. I mean 7-9. Herm, I had to go. You know, what I'm saying 9-8. So I will give this overall matchup to Nadi because the second round was just Herm didn't stay on point as far as attacking why he think Dominique is better. I think that Nadi did a great job of pointing that out, actually getting us the people that was going to be judging the debate to actually side with the fact of he's making all points that KD is the better player, and Herm was just kind of giving excuses for why Dominique Wilkins isn't the better player, So I have to edge it to Nadi on that second round.
Air Swears, who you got?
Yeah, to add to what Fontaine was saying for Natty, you forgot to even mention how Steph pretty much beat Ray Allen's most 3 points made. I think that would have added more to your conversation on the first topic. That was just a missed opportunity on that. I do like how Herm was attacking, but at the same time, I'll give the first one to Herm because if you look at the last couple, if you can think of anything regarding Steph, like making those clutch shots, I mean, I think of the 2016 where he missed the 2019 finals where he missed and they lost to Toronto. And then when you think of Ray Allen made the shot that we all, and I've heard everybody say it once at the very least, saving LeBron's legacy in Miami, allegedly. But I'll give the first one to Herm. The second topic, Natty pretty much laid it out that, KD is a more complete player, and this is not knocking Dominique. I never got a chance to see prime Dominique in other than highlights. But Durant pretty much has at best everything that he needs. We know that's another topic for another day. I give Natty the second round.
Yeah, I think Nadi won this. I love her my dog, bro. But I think Nadi won this. I think he won both rounds. I mean, I think Nadi could have made more points. So why Steph Curry a better 3-point shooter? I think he went with the obvious eye test. He could have pulled out some stats and then explain his eye test. But Herm did do a good job in factoring the errors, but he did explain why Ray Allen is better. But the points with Nadi was well taken, and his rebuttal was much better. So I think Nadi won the first round. It was
you
very
don't
close.
count because you got 600 on this bet. You really shouldn't talk on this now. You got money on this, so you can't.
No, I don't. I don't have no money on this debate.
Yes, you did. You said that yesterday that you had 600 on Nadi.
No,
so that's a biased point of view.
No.
Herm, you got cooked, man. It's all good.
Herm, stop. All right, and then the second round, right? Herm, bro, like you my nigga, bro. But damn, bro. That nigga put you in fucking fried, bro. My man, Herm, you know me, my nigga. Herm, we go to war, bro. We selling niggas, bro. But god damn, bro, Nadi broke down why Kevin Durant is a better basketball player. And I believe Herm. I believe if Herm. Hold on. I believe if Herm would explain more on why Dominique is better and go into details why he's better instead of focusing on the context and the story, I think Herm would have probably won that second round. But Nadi went into details why Kevin Durant is better, right? And explain why he's a better basketball player. But other than that, man, I think Nadi won the debate, man. Real talk, bro. Real talk. I think Nadi won it.
Can I add one more thing?
Go ahead.
Herm, how you mentioned if Dominique was on the Pistons, what his career would have been like. The Pistons did have someone who was an offensive player, but they got rid of him. Dantley, ring a bell to anybody?
Yeah, but Dantley was nowhere near the level of a player as Dominique Wilkins.
No. But I mean, they did have an offensive player, but then they decided to get rid of him. There's other stuff that goes into that, but they did have someone that was offensive minded on that bad boys team.
But I gotta ask y'all this for us to judge how he explained Kevin Durant. But all he said that He's a better scorer. He's a better playmaker. He ain't back up.
I'm gonna tell you.
He that don't make sense. That's just going off of personal opinion.
I'm not going, bro. You know how I feel with Kevin Durant. I don't even like that nigga, bro. But I'm unbiased, bro. I'm going to, if somebody has the better points, bro, I have to side with it, bro. You know what I'm saying? And I fuck with your argument. I fuck with your basic argument. But if you would explain more why that guy was better, I think that would have helped you more in these debates, man.
And Herm, even though like good debate and shit, but like, bro, even for the Curry one, bro, you weren't bringing up shooting facts, bro. You were talking about blowing by Kevin Love. What the hell that got to do with 3-point shooting, bro? Like, you were bringing up unnecessary shit. I was just attacking the actual points on why he's a better shooter.
Naughty, you almost lost this debate because that fucked up ass Mike, bro. Next round, bro. Get that shit.
I'm gonna be
fixed,
home
bro.
next round, Mookie. I promise. I'm gonna be home next round, bro.
All right. So the chat, 57. We got over 100 votes. 57% said Naughty won the vote and wanted to debate, and 43% said Hearn won the debate. So Naughty, you going on to the next round, man. I would hit you up and explain who's your opponent next week. Get some topics together, man. But salute Hearn, great debate, Hearn. Shout out for Hearn to pull up, man.
Yes, sir.
Hearn, no hard feelings, bro. You know what it is, bro. You know,
hey,
so
appreciate you.
You know we stay at war.
Appreciate you having me, Mook. Let me know all the details. Shout out chat. You feel me? Next round to the next we go. No cap.
All right, bet. All right, Hearn, man. Y'all hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Man, oh man, ladies and gentlemen, we have some good topics, man. Some good topics, some good matchups. But now, ladies and gentlemen, this is the highly anticipated matchup, ladies and gentlemen. Everybody, ladies and gentlemen, been waiting for this matchup, right? King J versus Emil. Not everybody know who Emil is, but he knows his thing, man. So y'all hear me? Push one of y'all hear me. Let me read some super chats in here. Y'all hear me? Push one of y'all hear me. All right, y'all hear me. I'm gonna start with Emil. Emil, you in here?
Yo, can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you, man. What's up, man?
What's good?
How you feel going into this tournament, man?
Man, I'm feel good about myself. I know my shit, so.
And what you think about these debates so far, man? Who you think has been like had the better points, or who you think has been dominant, man, in this tournament so far that you've been watching?
What was dude named Naughty?
Naughty.
Naughty. He cooked, bro. It wasn't really that close.
The first one. Yeah.
The first one, I thought they both did good. I like Big Ox points better, but I think in the second round he could have easily cooked him. I don't know why he lost that one.
Yeah. King J, what the business is? You hear me, KJ?
What's good? My mic sound good, or is it too low?
It's too low. It's a little low. I ain't gonna lie.
All right, 1 second.
Yeah, fix your mic, man. But yes, man, we got King J versus Emil. These are some tough.
Is it good topics now, or a little louder?
Yeah, it's good. It's good. It's perfect. King J, what you thought about the tournaments and these matchups going forward, man? What's your input on this, man? Who you think has been dominating the tournament so far?
Well, I did have Miles winning the first round. He definitely out-debated Ox. I think Ox bought in too much. He didn't specifically about LeBron versus Steph. He could have brought up a lot more what makes LeBron a better player and his impact on the floor, instead of saying things like, well, he was a product. He was carried by the organization.
Yeah.
And he didn't face adversity. If he focused on what LeBron achieved in this era, like he has more MVPs, as many championships, more finals MVPs, was definitive best player. He scored the averages. You know, Steph didn't outplay LeBron at any times they matched up head-to-head in the playoffs, so he could have focused a lot more on that. It what made him great, instead of buying into the narrative that Steph was carried and shit like that.
I agree. All right, man. Fontaine, Eric, y'all ready, man? We about to get into these. Each topics have 2
ready
minutes. Y'all have a counter round, which is 1 minute and 30 seconds, and then we move on to the next topic, man. Shout out to, he said Sloop Mook in the debaters. Great contest. Sorry, I couldn't pull up. You know what it is. Yeah, found you. You're a cherry picking ass nigga, bro. Stop it, bro. I had to match everybody, bro. So but the first topic I want to dive deep into, right? Who peak is better between Hakeem Olajuwon and Shaquille O'Neal, right? These are the opening statements, so you're gonna explain which is better. Emil, you pick Shaq. I believe you believe Shaq peak is better than Hakeem Olajuwon. Explain why his is better. You have 2 minutes. Go ahead, Emil.
Well, I believe that Shaq at his peak is one of the greatest scorers in NBA history. Probably a top 5 scorer, along with being probably a top 10 playmaker. At his peak, he is one of the best one of the best big man passers on the low block. Just a dominant, relentless force. Probably the best, most dominant player around the basket we've ever seen. Obviously, defensively, he isn't like Hakeem, but as far as offensively is concerned, I think because of the playmaking, because of the sheer gravity he commands on the offensive end, if you look at those 2000s LA Lakers playoff runs, like the sheer amount of attention that he was demanding during those runs, like it just wasn't matched by anybody in history. So I believe that just trumps it outweighs any defensive impact Hakeem brings.
You got 40 seconds. You done?
Yeah, I'm done.
All right, King J, you pick Hakeem Olajuwon. Explain why Hakeem Olajuwon has the greatest peak over Shaq. Go ahead, King J. You got 2 minutes.
Hakeem has the greatest peak because he did the most with the least of anybody in NBA history. In 1994, he's the only player in NBA history to win without another All-Star or eventual Hall of Famer. Nobody ever did that. And he led his team in points, rebounds, assists, steals, and blocks. And outside of Bill Russell, he's the greatest defensive player ever. And on top of that, in the finals against the Knicks were all-time great defense with Charles Oakley, Derek Harper, Patrick Ewing, who was one of the great centers of that time. He completely destroyed Patrick Ewing head-to-head in the finals. His efficiency dropped by 15% against Hakeem Olajuwon, and his second and third option both shot below 40% in the finals. And in 1995, Hakeem Olajuwon went through a 57-win team, a 59-win team, a 60-win team, and a 62-win team, and averaged 33 and 11 with almost 4 blocks throughout the whole playoff run. He was slightly worse offensively than Shaq, but defensively it wasn't even close. Because guess what? Hakeem Olajuwon played way better competition at his peak than Shaq did. He played David Robinson, Patrick Ewing, Shaq, a young Shaq. He played Malone, Charles Barkley, Kevin Johnson, John Stockton, right? And he beat all those dudes in those 2 years. And he's the best floor raiser in NBA history. I think if you were to have a bad team and you need someone to carry that bad team, Hakeem Olajuwon would be almost at the top of my list, either number 1 or 2. And on top of that, Hakeem Olajuwon, he outplayed Shaq when they matched up head-to-head in 1995.
Strong round for King J. This is the counter rounds. This is my favorite part of the debate when we counter each other point. Emil, you go first, man. Is anything you want to counter for King J? Go ahead, man. You got 1 minute and 30 seconds.
One, I think you're being a little bit disingenuous about how good those Hakeem Rockets teams are. While no, he doesn't have like a co-star like Kobe Bryant was to Shaquille O'Neal. The floor spacing around Hakeem, especially for the time period, it was above average and it was pretty good. Two, you brought up the Shaquille O'Neal or Hakeem Olajuwon outplaying Shaquille O'Neal in the finals. First of all, that was third-year Shaquille O'Neal. And second of all, Shaquille O'Neal still averaged 28 points during that series. Hakeem Olajuwon is definitely probably one of the best floor raisers. But if I'm talking about putting Shaquille O'Neal on a team and taking it to the best, I'm taking Shaquille O'Neal. Shaquille O'Neal is the better offensive player by a landslide. He commands more gravity. He's a better playmaker. He's a better passer in the post. He's a more dominant scorer. He's just a better scorer overall, more efficient, more resilient in the playoffs. And on top of that, he's still providing elite defense at his peak. It's not like he's a slouch defensively. He's providing elite rim protection at his peak. And while he isn't a switchable defender, you didn't need that at his time. His rim protection was just sufficient enough to provide the
time. Hey, King J, your counter. 1 minute 30 seconds.
Well,
starts now.
at the end, he said that he didn't need to be versatile and be switchable during this era, but I will bring up the 2002 series versus the Kings where Mike Bibby was torching the Lakers in pick and roll, specifically Shaq, because he didn't want to step out on the perimeter and contest shots on the perimeter. So that was actually a problem, whereas Hakeem Olajuwon didn't have that problem because he could guard the perimeter. He could guard guards, he could guard wings, he could guard bigs because he had the best footwork of any big man, probably any player in NBA history. And on top of that, you say Hakeem had all this spacing. Well, so did Shaq. Shaq had Robert Horry. He had a bunch of shooters around him. He had Kobe Bryant at his peak. Hakeem never played with someone like Kobe Bryant at his peak. And on top of that, Shaq actually got outplayed multiple times in the playoffs by Kobe Bryant. Hakeem never got outplayed, and Hakeem Olajuwon leads NBA history in leading his team out of 4 out of 5 categories. This includes points, rebounds, steals, and blocks. He did that the most out of anybody in NBA history. While I agree Shaq was a better scorer, he was not nearly as versatile as Hakeem. He wasn't as good in the playoffs as Hakeem, mainly because of the defense, and he did it against better competition. Shaq did not play elite big competition during his peak. The best defender he played during his peak was Tim Duncan and Duncan Robinson, who used to clamp him and give him huge. He used to have his worst series in his career against Tim Duncan and David Robinson, while Hakeem Olajuwon at his peak, he had David Robinson and Dennis Rodman on the team at the
Time. That's the conclusion of topic 1. That is wow. That is the fire round right there, man. Both fierce competitors, man. Since Emil went first, the second topic will be whose peak offensively was better, Nikola Jokic or LeBron James. Emil picked LeBron James 17 and 18, and King J picked Nikola Jokic 2021 to 2023. King J, you go first. Why do you think Jokic's peak offensively is better than LeBron James? Your 2 minutes starts now.
The reason why Jokic is better offensively than the peak LeBron because Jokic had absolutely no weaknesses and he played a better brand of basketball. Everybody had their best season and it was at their best when he played with Jokic. Gary Harris had his best season with Jokic. Eric Gordon had his best season with Jokic. KCP had his most efficient season with Jokic. On top of that, Monte Morris had his best seasons with Jokic. Will Barton's almost damn near out the league, and he was averaging 15 points the year prior with Jokic. And on top of that, I think he's a better passer than LeBron. There's no pass that LeBron can make that Jokic doesn't make, at least on the same level or better. He has more flash to his passing. On top of that, he's 7 feet. There's nothing he doesn't do at a high level. He's a better three-point shooter, a better mid-range shooter. He's a better post player. On top of that, he has a higher IQ. He's not as turnover prone, and he's giving you 30 points for his career. At his peak, is giving 30 points, 13 rebounds, and like 7 assists on 50, 40, 81 shooting splits in the playoffs. And on top of that, he's facing Draymond Green, he's facing Anthony Davis, he's facing Bam Adebayo, he's facing Rudy Gobert, and players like that on that level defensively. Whereas LeBron James, he's not facing players on that level defensively during his peak.
That's it. That's it for King J's 2 minutes. I'm gonna start with Emil. Emil, why do you think LeBron James' peak offensively is better than Nikola Jokic? Your 2 minutes starts now.
Well, I think LeBron James is one of the best transition players in league history. One of the best rim finishers, one of the best players at just getting to the rim. Also one of the best pure passers, pure playmakers in transition and in the half court. So that alone right there makes LeBron James just one of the best offensive players in league history. When you combine that with the fact that in the 2017 to 2018 season, LeBron James was hitting respectable like 36, 37% from three-point line, shooting like 5 or 6 a game. When you have somebody who is the best player at getting to the rim still at that age, hitting 2 or 3 3-pointers a game, that opens up the floor even more for a guy like LeBron James. While I do think Nikola Jokic arguably could be considered a better passer than LeBron James, I still think the LeBron James' ability to play out of the pick and roll, his ability to play as a screener, as a roller, he's just a better offensive player than Nikola Jokic because of that. He can play in more scenarios than Nikola Jokic, I would say.
Okay, that's solid topic. Solid point. Let me go with King J. King J, your counters. Counter what he's saying. You got 1 minute and 30 seconds to go. Go ahead.
Well, he said that he thinks LeBron could play in more ways. The Jokic, I disagree because we haven't seen LeBron play in a versatile offense throughout his whole career. Everywhere he went, it's almost the same offense, no matter what happens, no matter what coach he has. Whereas we see Nikola Jokic, he plays in the heavy ball movement and player movement offense. He don't dominate the ball like LeBron. He's not holding the ball for like 15, 20 seconds, waiting, trying to make something happen. He's constantly moving the ball. Oh, I don't have advantage here. I'm going to give it to Aaron Gordon. I don't have advantage here. I'm going to give it a run a handoff with Jamal Murray at KCP. The thing about LeBron is that his teammates, a lot of his teammates got worse playing with Jordan Clarkson, became unplayable next to him. In the playoffs, Rodney Hood was having his best year of his career. Then he went with LeBron. He became unplayable. Kevin Love was the same player, whereas all these dudes are getting better with Jokic. On top of that, I appreciate Jokic's skill to offensive rebound. He's bringing value with his offensive rebounding, which LeBron is bringing. He's bringing value in the terms of his shooting as a center because now the rim protector's not there to protect the paint. We saw Jokic completely drag Anthony Davis out the paint. And that allowed dudes like Aaron Gordon to completely exploit mismatches on smaller players. You can't do that with LeBron because LeBron's not as consistent a three-point shooter as Jokic. And the fact is, Jokic could play in more ways. He's more skilled. His numbers just as good at worst. Arguably even better. He's arguably more efficient than him. And he could fit with more styles in terms of players.
Time. Emil, your final counter. Counter what King J is saying. Your 1 minute and 30 seconds starts right now.
Well, you said that these players became unplayable in the playoffs, yet LeBron James took them to the finals in 2018. Some people regard that as one of the biggest carry jobs in NBA history. I'm not sure how they became unplayable, yet LeBron James managed to carry those same players to the NBA finals. I will agree that Nikola Jokic, in terms of his ability to play off the ball, swing the ball, do all that, he definitely is better than LeBron James at that. But in terms of just running an offense, running the pick and roll, all of that stuff, I think LeBron James just does that at a level that Nikola Jokic can't do. He still didn't counter the fact that LeBron James is still one of the best transition weapons, if not the best transition weapon in NBA history. So that allows you to gain, I don't know, like 20, 30 fast break points alone just off of him scoring, him facilitating, all of that stuff. And he's still one of the best offensive players in the half court because of his ability to get to the rim, his ability to knock down the jump shot at that stage of his career, and his ability to create advantages and free up open shots for shooters on the perimeter. I just think LeBron James at that point of his career was the best offensive player in league history.
Wow. Hey, do y'all want another counter round or y'all good?
I'm good.
Okay. That's it. That's the conclusion of this debate. This matchup is over, man. This was a great. This was very, very close, man. Both of y'all made some great points. Very, 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 very great points. This was a very, very close debate. Shout out to my guy Emil for pulling up, man. Real talk, man. Made some great points. PJ made some great points as well. I'm gonna start with Fountain. Who you got winning this close debate, man?
I got King J edging it out, man. God damn it. All of my, you know me, Mookie. I'm a huge LeBron supporter, but I can't negate good points when they're made in a debate. I gotta be unbiased here. King J came with all the facts. He came with counterpoints that supported his facts and debunked the facts that I'm sorry, what's the other gentleman's name?
Mill
spewed. Even though he had some great points, he came with a lot of good points. It was going back and forth. I edged it. Like if it was a boxing match, I'm talking 9-8 King J. I gotta go with King J winning this match.
Eric Swears. Who you got winning this, man?
The first topic between Shaq and Hakeem, love both players, what they brought to the game. I'd have to give the first one to King J because at the end of the day, Hakeem pretty much had everything Shaq didn't. They both offered things that the other didn't, and Shaq's dominance and peak. I think Shaq's peak could have been longer if he would have stayed in shape. But when he came to LA, it's kind of like he just went off of just his sheer dominance. He did change the game, but his peak was very questionable compared to pretty much what Hakeem could offer. The second topic, I give it to King J. Joker's been doing this for what, the last 3 to 5 seasons now, and we're just giving him recognition now. He's pretty much what Sabonis, Arvydas Sabonis, by the way, would have been if he came into the league right now. But he's a lot more efficient, a lot more skilled, and pretty much have a better ball handling skill set than Sabonis had.
Yeah, this was very, very close. I had a Mill winning. I had King J winning the first round. I believe King J's counters in his opening round was pretty good. It was very, very close. But I think King J's counters is the reason why he won the first round. In the second round, even though King J's opening topic was pretty good, and the Mills one was pretty good as well, I think a Mills counter was much better, and I would give him that second round. I think.
Your mic went out, Mookie.
I think King J slightly won.
Your mic's tweaking out.
Oh, y'all hear me?
No, it's staticky.
Y'all hear me? Y'all hear me now?
No, still. I think you're good now.
I'm good.
Yeah, there you go.
Yeah, you almost there.
Yeah, I think.
Nope, we lost you again.
You hear me, right?
No, your mic tweaking, bro. You need a new wire.
All right, now y'all hear me, right?
Yep.
I think it was very, very close, but I think I'm gonna have to side with a Mill. I think a Mill slightly won this debate, man. I think the counters was much better. In the second one, in the second round as well, it was very, very close. If I had to get a score, it would be 48-49. A Mill slightly because his counters was better than King J's counters in each round as well. So I'm gonna give it to a Mill, but I think it's close. But when I'm looking at this chat, damn, the chat should have been way closer. King J won the chat vote. Yeah, King J is advancing to the next round. Shout out to the Mill. Emil came in, and y'all know how I feel about LeBron. I you know what I'm saying, like I'm not the biggest LeBron fan. You know what I'm saying?
You don't feel any better about Jokic, so.
Well, what you mean? Chill out, bro. But yeah, like I said, it was very, very close. Emil, what you got on this matchup, man? Emil, you on mute, bro.
My fault. But his counters, he definitely caught me a little bit, especially when he said Jokic's ability to make guys better and LeBron making his teammates worse. It was hard to come back from that one. And I think the first round, he kind of got me on that one. So I
All
definitely
you had
think
to do is all you had to do is say it's pressure. It's about the pressure. It's not LeBron's fault that people
Yeah.
start wide open
that
jumpers.
is
Like,
true.
Hold on, Foul. God damn, nigga, Foul. You willing to take off the moon and everything for
I was just saying.
this nigga Foul is crazy, bro. All right, man. Shout out to King J. King J advances next, and salute to you, man. J. What you think, man?
Fix your mic, Mookie. God damn.
Hold on, right quick. Yo, it's not my mic, it's StreamYard, bro.
You good now?
Y'all hear me?
Yeah.
Yeah. So like I said there and said, man, KJ, who do you want to see in the second round, man? Who do you want in this round? Who do you want to see in the second round? And how do you think going forward, man?
Well, first I want to shout out Emil and anybody in this tournament because it's not easy to put your neck out and debate someone 1v1 for everyone to see and things like that. Especially take the time out of your day to do this. Not everybody got to do this. And I definitely want to see Maz in the second round because Maz been calling me out nonstop. So I definitely want to see Maz in the second round. And I almost guarantee I'm gonna win that debate if we meet in the second round. So because I know that's the debate. Everyone wants to see me and Maz, so definitely that. And I will say he definitely Emil definitely could have made a much better case for LeBron because when I was doing my research, I was doing my research and I was like, damn, this is gonna be tough. If he like really did the research, it was gonna be tough because he could have brought up LeBron had 40-point games in the 2018 playoffs, 2-game winners. He only had like 2 bad games the whole 2017 playoffs offensively, so I think he could have came more prepared, but he put the work in. He came here and stuck his neck out. So shout out to everybody. Shout out to Emil. Shout out to the judges. And shout out to the Radar community.
Hey, Emil, do you think you underestimated King J?
Yeah, a little bit.
Oh man, shout out to King J. Shout out to Emil, man. King J, we see you next week, bro. We see you in the next tournament next week, man. Salute.
Salute.
All right. Bobo.
Yo.
What the business is, bro?
What's good with him, man?
Are you ready?
Yeah.
I'm waiting for Crunch Time to pull up. Crunch Time do not want no smoke, man. I've been hitting this nigga up saying that, bro, P5 want the smoke. P5 want the smoke right now.
Yeah, bro.
Where you at?
Hopefully he didn't just realize how idiotic that take is, though. Like Kyrie over Steve Nash. Come on. That's
Matter of fact, if he can't pull up, we're gonna have to have Lord Rand pull up, man. Where is Lord Rand at, man? Where is Lord Rand at, man? I'm allowing Lord Rand to pull up, man. Where is Lord Rand, man? Lord Rand needs to pull up because Young Africa pulled out, man. We don't know where the hell is Young Africa at. We want Lord Rand to pull up, man.
He was scarred by
P5.
Really.
But P5, who you think? Do you think it's been some controversy like winners in this tournament? Do you think somebody should have won that they shouldn't win, or do you think everything's been solid?
I'm gonna be completely honest with you, bro. I feel like a lot of what Ma said about LeBron, about because about the generational talent one. I feel like there are some things that some holes that could have been poked in his argument, but they really weren't. I didn't really listen to the last one, but I feel like it's gotten right though. I feel like I've gotten it right so far. I just feel like that first one. I feel like Ox had a chance in that generational talent debate, but I just feel like he didn't.
Lord Rand, hop in, bro. I sent you the link. Hop in, Lord Rand. Hop in, bro. We got some topics that you and what's saying. Then we're gonna do Velocity versus Ken next. So Lord Rand, I sent you the link, bro. We waiting for you, Lord Rand. Real talk. But you and Lord Rand is gonna debate eras. Y'all gonna debate era. You think that this era is better than this era? You think this era is better than the 80s? Lord Rand think the 80s. Lord Rand thinks the 80s is better, and you think this era is better. And let me ask you something: who's a better finals performer between Kobe and Duncan?
A better finals performer?
Yes. I think you said Kobe, right?
I don't think I answered that.
Yeah. Matter of fact, never mind. He pulled up. Crunch time. Crunch time. What the
Y'all
business is, bro?
Did you just get out of work, bro?
Y'all conniving, bro. Y'all conniving, bro.
Hey, Crunch time, bro. I've been trying to hit you up, bro. I thought you was gonna pull out this debate like everybody else been pull out this debate, bro.
I know.
Real
I'll
tough.
pull out of the debate. The only thing that happened is Red was scared to debate me. Now they changing topics on me. We got P5 here. P5
Yeah.
easy
So
work. P5 easy work, but you want? I mean, what's your topic?
all right. So y'all gonna debate who's a better duo between Kobe Bryant and Shaq, and Kobe Bryant and Shaq, and Michael Jordan and Scottie Pippen, and then y'all gonna debate who's a better offensive player. You said Stockton's a better offensive player, Boo Boo. Than Kyrie?
No. I said Nash is better than Kyrie, but I said I told you I didn't watch. I told you I didn't watch Stockton.
But look, I didn't agree with the Nash versus. I didn't agree with the Nash versus Kyrie take because that's just a real specific. Like we talking about just offense.
Do you want to debate? Do you want to debate offense or players
between Nash and Kyrie?
Yes.
I feel like either way it's Nash. So
okay, Crunch. Do you want to debate a player? I think the player. We're going to debate the players between Kyrie and Steve Nash.
Hold on. I just don't. Hold on. First of all, this is what I feel as though we should do is that we was debating Stockton versus Kyrie. If P5 is trying to sub in for Riv, you sub in, you take his debate. You don't change the debate.
I don't watch. I can't.
Yeah, watch Stockton. So do Nash and Kyrie. Hold on, question. Do you believe that Kyrie's a better player than Steve Nash?
Because like you're sticking with Kyrie, right? You did your research on Kyrie.
Bro, it's just that's not my point though. My point is this.
Do you believe that Kyrie is a better player than Steve Nash? Yes or no?
Not my point. I'm trying to attack Stockton.
Bro, we not, bro. Do you believe Kyrie's a better player than Steve Nash?
Hey, do you want to give him like 30 minutes to think about it?
No, it's not even that. It's just that, bro. That's not. I'm trying to attack what P5. Don't listen, man. I feel like that's conniving, bro. Where Riv at?
Riv said he couldn't make it because something happened to his.
I'm easy work though, bro.
Huh?
I'm easy work though.
It's not even that, bro. Like, bro.
I'm 17.
All right. So you trying to get that debate, Crunch, or are you scared?
What else? No, I'm not scared.
Hey, Crunch.
Crunch,
we can talk about.
I had heat.
All right, bro. If you get
hold
this,
on. I'm asking P5. What's something else that you firmly believe, though?
I firmly believe that. I already talked about this yesterday. I firmly believe that Curry's over Bird.
Oh, I believe that too.
I firmly believe that LeBron is over Bird.
Like, you got LeBron over Kobe?
Yes, he does.
Yeah, I do.
Oh, why don't we do that?
All right, y'all do that. All right, so we'll first we'll debate who's a better duo between Scottie Pippen, Michael Jordan versus Kobe and Shaq. I'm gonna start with P5. He believed that is Michael Jordan and Scottie Pippen. Your 2 minutes start right now. Go ahead, P5.
All right. I think it's Jordan and Pippen because when you're comparing duos, I feel like this is the one thing really where results is really, really important here. Between 1990, which I believe is Pippen's first year of his like prime, the Bulls made more conference finals appearances. They made more NBA finals appearances. I also believe that they faced tougher competition in the NBA finals as well than the Shaq and Kobe led Lakers did. And they were also together much longer. Even though Kobe had that, Jordan had that one retirement, and Pippen was there for a couple of years. They still stayed together for much longer than Kobe and Shaq did, and I also think that also gets brought into this. They were together longer. They won more, and I just believe they were more dominant. And looking back at the era that they were in, I think it was a little tougher as well because I already brought up the finals competition. Like the Eastern Conference was really, really weak in the early 2000s when the Lakers were winning their championships. And I feel as though the Bulls just had it tougher than the Lakers did. And I really want to try and make this a key point here. I don't want people to just think, oh, well, since Kobe and Shaq are both better than Pippen, like it's clearly Kobe and Shaq. Really try to focus on the results of the duo because it's a combination of the two players. Like the way Pippen was able to play off of Jordan and how he was able to fit defensively, he gave Jordan everything he needed. Defense, he could score off the ball as well. Great transition player. He was a guy that could affect the floor defensively, and that's something that Jordan desperately needed. And Kobe Bryant, I would actually say in that first championship as well, I don't think Kobe Bryant had really truly hit his stride as a player just yet. He was a really good player. Yeah, 20 plus points a game, really efficient, all-star. But I feel like the year after is when
Crunch time. Why do you think Kobe and Shaq is better? Your 2 minutes starts now.
I got Kobe and Shaq as a better duo, more talented duo, more superstardom in that duo. They was able to beat up on teams more because we've seen them had an undefeated playoff record until they had to play Allen Iverson. I don't know if Scotty and Michael ever did that. Also, we've seen both of these guys lead the other guy in times. We haven't really seen Scotty lead Michael Jordan. If you look at it, Scottie Pippen never really averaged more points than Jordan for a whole series. Kobe's done that. He's also averaged more, points for a season than Shaq. So they had both times where they were leading the team and like leading the offense. Also, Scottie Pippen and Kobe Bryant are both elite on defense because they both have a lot of first-team defense accolades. But the thing is that if you're talking about 2-on-2, Scottie can't guard Kobe. The proof is that, Kobe long cross Scottie Pippen, pass it up to Shaquille O'Neal and route to beat Scottie Pippen. And that's just proof right there. You get hit with a long cross like that. I don't know if you can really guard on the perimeter. Now I'm thinking, can Scottie really guard Mike? We all know Mike and Kobe will cancel each other out, but then who's going to guard Shaq? You feel what I'm saying? So that's that's toast. If you look at the numbers, if you look at what they did, and then you talk about results, they both three-peated though. So if they both three-peated at their peak, duo talent, then how can you say one result was different? Yeah, they played longer, but he had to add Dennis Rodman into the mix in order to get that help down there because he got whipped by Shaq and whatchamacallit and Penny Hardaway. So you just think about 2-on-2 as a player, bro. It's clearly like Shaq and Kobe are two top 10 players of all time. Scottie Pippen really isn't in that chat room.
Let me go. Yeah, that's it. Let me go to counters, man. We got 1 minute and 30 seconds with the counters. Crunch said a lot, but there's a lot that you can counter from. P5. I'm gonna go with you, man. You got 1 minute and 30 seconds to go, man.
It's me.
No.
Wait, when does it start?
I'm talking about P5. P5, you go.
All right, bet.
Now.
I feel like you tried to minimize Pippen just a little bit on defense, but you brought up a 2-on-2. I'm talking about when the NBA duo and how they performed and how the results came along. Yes, Kobe and Shaq also three-peated just like Jordan and Pippen, but they also three-peated again. And they brought in Dennis Rodman. Yeah, that's cool, but just trying to criticize a duo for just having the team bring in another player I feel like that's a little cheap. Especially because Pippen and Jordan were still playing at all-NBA levels during that second three-peat as well. So it's not like they needed – I would say they probably still win without Dennis Rodman still. Also, I feel like one point that you intentionally ignored was the finals competition part. I feel like the Lakers probably had the worst finals competition in any three-peat. You're talking about the Pacers, who weren't a top 10 defense. You're talking about the New Jersey Nets, who weren't a top 10 defense. And the Philadelphia 76ers, who were a really good defense, but that team's only offensive capable player was Allen Iverson. So, it's tough for me to really look at that finals competition and say you're better than Jordan and Pippen. And yes, I would say Kobe and Shaq are both better than both the players individually are better than Pippen. But the role that Pippen played next to Michael Jordan and the way that they were able to fit together, also along with the fact that it's a team sport and the fact that they won more, I feel like that cancels out that point because it's not just a 2v2. It's not just MJ and Kobe are gonna cancel each other out. Who's guarding Shaq? That's not how that works. It's a 5-on-5 game. It's a team game. It's not just 2v2.
Time.
So listen. So you keep on. My bad.
Hold on. Did you do your counters yet?
No.
Yeah, you already did. You already did your counters.
No, I ain't do my counters yet.
No.
Oh no. Crunch. You do your.
I just did mine. So he.
Yeah, you just did. Yeah. So Crunch time. You heard what P5 said. It's time to counter every punches that he's throwing. You got 1 minute 30 seconds to go. Go ahead.
What do they call me, Mike Tyson? What do they call me, counters? You want counters? What he said? Even if they didn't get Dennis Rodman, they still would have lost. But without Dennis Rodman, they lost to the same team they beat with Dennis Rodman. So they lost to the Magic without Dennis Rodman. They picked up Dennis Rodman and beat him. That's proof they can't win without Dennis Rodman. End of the story. Second, you talking about results. I'm telling you, Shaq and Kobe were more dominant on that run. They went almost undefeated. They were undefeated through the whole Western Conference playoffs. And look, you talking about the finals competition, but Shaq and Kobe had harder teams in the West in their own conference to beat because they beat the most. If you look at Shaq and Kobe put together, they beat more 50-win teams than Jordan and Pippen. I just don't know how much more you want me to slice it. Bro, even if you want to talk about teams, the teams they played against, Allen Iverson was still the MVP of the league. So Jordan and Pippen, a lot of times they played the MVP of the league, and you just play who's in front of you. If you look at their numbers as a duo, Kobe and Shaq are literally a more superstardom, more dominant duo. If you look at their numbers, Pippen dropped off to 15 points a game, so that counts as what you said about Kobe averaging 15 in the 2000 final. Because Scottie Pippen did the same thing, and Scottie Pippen was never the closer for the team like Kobe was. So they both had more important roles individually. If you really look at what Scottie did, he fit with Jordan, but Kobe fit with Shaq. Because you have a 1-2 punch. You have the most dominant big man, little man duo of all time. So. And then sometimes I do think about the teams if they would have played against each other, like the Lakers versus the Bulls. I think I'm going off 2-on-2 because I need to figure out.
Time.
All right, done.
Time. Man, y'all heard this topic. Y'all heard topic 1. Both guys made some pretty decent points. You heard me? But I need everybody in the chat, ladies and gentlemen, to hit that like button, man. We should be having over 100 likes, man. Real talk, man. We got some great matchups coming up next, ladies and gentlemen, right? But y'all need to let me know who won topic 1, and we about to get in topic 2, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls across the world. Who's a better basketball player between Kobe Bean Bryant and LeBron James? Let me start off with P5 because Crunch Time went first. Go ahead, P5. Who you got, Kobe or LeBron?
Wait, no. I went first last round. Did I not?
Oh, my bad. Crunch Time, you go first. Kobe or LeBron?
He's on mute.
You on mute.
Oh, Kobe. I got Kobe Bryant.
Okay, you got 2 minutes.
I got Kobe Bryant. He's a more skilled offensive player because he has no weaknesses in his game. LeBron James has weaknesses in his game, and also Kobe's a better defender. He has more defensive teams. You want to talk about the score? I think Kobe peaked higher as a scorer because he has a higher peak scoring season, and he has more scoring titles than LeBron James. I'm valuing peak over longevity, but Kobe still has a longevity because he retired as the 3rd greatest scorer of all time. If you look at the numbers, excuse me. Also, Kobe has more championships, and he won with less help than LeBron James because Kobe only needed 2 All-Stars on his team, Shaq and Pau Gasol, to win all 5 of them rings. And LeBron, we know he's played with almost 30 All-Stars if you really look at it. I'm talking about including the guys that was an All-Star on his team. So, it's really just pretty simple when you look at it. Kobe is actually more clutch. He has more buzzer beaters. This is just facts. You can look it up. Kobe Bryant, bro, it just in this story, it's just real simple. I just keep it at that. I don't think you can really eat anything that I just said, unless you want to go with longevity. But like I said, Kobe Bryant, he's a better 2-way player. He won more with less. I've seen him do it with worse second options than LeBron James. So I'm gonna go ahead and take Kobe Bryant over LeBron James.
Okay. You're not gonna use up your time. You got 50 seconds left. That's it for you, Crunch?
I got 50 seconds left.
Yeah,
bro. He's a better shooter. He's a better free throw shooter. He's a better finisher because I think he has a better layup package. He got more handles than LeBron James. He's smaller than Kobe, but he got better footwork. He's smaller than LeBron, but he got better footwork than LeBron James. All these things just point to the fact that Kobe Bryant has more success with less talent because he put in the work. You already know how I'm rocking, bro. I keep it simple, bro. That's time.
Okay. P5. Why do you got LeBron James over Kobe Bryant? You got 2 minutes.
All right. I have LeBron over Kobe. First off, I think the gap scoring wise isn't as big as you said it was. I feel like LeBron peaked almost as high as a scorer as Kobe did. LeBron was a great 3-point shooter in Miami, and I feel like you kind of didn't give LeBron credit there. Also, LeBron is one of the greatest playmakers of all time as well. One of the greatest passers of all time, much better than Kobe Bryant in that department. So if you want to say Kobe's better scorer, LeBron is a much better passer. I think defensively the two are comparable. I think they both peaked very highly defensively. But in the playoffs, I feel like there's something to be said when you're LeBron James and you make it. And even though finals losses, he made it to the finals practically every year for a decade, and I feel like that means something. Another thing, that 28, I feel like he has better playoff translation as well. Every year outside of one series, outside of one series in 2011, LeBron James has translated into the playoffs. He's played great. Playoffs every year, basically multiple teams. I feel like LeBron James, and of course longevity comes into it as well. Kobe Bryant, his first few seasons in the league didn't really break out until maybe his third or fourth year in the NBA, was coming off the bench. And then Kobe especially fell off his last few years in the NBA as well. LeBron James still playing at a very high level. He has more All-NBA selections, more All-Stars. LeBron James, I feel, is better than Kobe Bryant. Much better playmaker. I think defensively they're like right about the same. That's
you okay?
Yeah, that's it.
All right.
I'm not gonna lie. That's rough. I didn't do my research for this. I couldn't. Fuck, bro.
You all right? You all right, man? You all right, man?
Fuck, bro. I couldn't.
All right, Crutch. Your count around, man. You got 1 minute and 30 seconds to go, man.
My counter, he said, hold on. So he said LeBron James is a better playmaker than Kobe, but how do you have proof of that if LeBron James played with way more shot creators than Kobe? All of the all the guards that Kobe Bryant had to win with, there's no shot creators, bro, if you look at it. So technically, Kobe Bryant is making more plays for his team because he didn't play with as many shot creators. So this is proof. Also, LeBron James has never averaged 30 points and 7 assists and won Finals MVP. Kobe Bryant has. Also, you want to talk about longevity of scoring, but Kobe Bryant scored more points than LeBron James during the 2000s. He scored more points during the 2000s than LeBron scored for the 2010s. So really, LeBron not even the best scorer from his era. As far as peak in your prime. Then you say LeBron James went to the finals every year for a decade, but everybody that he went to the finals with, his second option is better than Pau Gasol. So really, it doesn't mean anything. You said it means something. It really doesn't prove anything because on top of that, he's lost more in that he lost more during that decade than he won. And he is supposed to be the best player ever, but he played with more talent than everybody that he was playing against throughout that decade. He had 2 super teams for the 2010s decade because he had 3 franchise guys on one team, on 2 teams, on the Miami Heat and Cleveland. And he underachieved with that. I seen Kobe Bryant overachieve because he had to beat a super team, and he didn't even have a super team, but he didn't complain. He beat a super team in 2010. I've never seen LeBron James beat a super team. So, I mean, this is bread and butter right here, bro. Don't do it to P5 like that, bro. Like, come on, bro. Don't do him like that. It's bread and butter. It's bread and butter, bro.
Bro, I did research for 3 different topics, bro. I feel so mad.
But I only need a timer.
All right, go ahead.
I feel so mad, bro. I did research
Big
for 3
house,
different
long
topics.
hallway, got 10 bathrooms. I can all day, nigga. And we don't want no problems. Okay, you were going to a goblin.
Hold on. P5, you got 1 minute and 30 seconds.
Move. I don't have to move.
Hey, bro, P5, you got 1 minute and 30 seconds to debunk what he said.
Let's go, PlayStation 5. Let's go.
Move.
What happened?
It's a white flag, bro.
He tapped out, bro.
I can't, bro, because I had did research for like 3 different topics, bro.
Oh man, damn.
We out here, man.
Because
Kobe
like,
this
bro,
nigga waved the white flag. Oh my goodness. Oh man.
I can't do nothing like that, bro. I can't do nothing.
Make him throw in the towel fresh out of work.
Hey, Crunch the number 1. See, he made a nigga wave the white flag.
We don't wave the white flag.
Oh man. Damn. Hey, Crunch, I ain't gonna lie. If you make somebody wave the white flag, I don't think nobody wants to see you in the second round.
Nobody
wants to see you. No, it's not. No. Hey, I just want to say this. Real quick, bro. Hey, real quick. I just want to say this. Real quick. Hey, look, bro. I just want to say this real quick. Shout out to Crunch, right? Shout out to Crunch. GG's. I'm not gonna cry when I say what I'm about to say.
Bro, we don't want to hear your excuse.
I had to do like 3. I did research for like 3 different topics, bro.
I feel
And
you.
then I had to try and debate Kobe and Bron on the spot, bro.
Come on, you're supposed to know that.
Yeah, that's supposed to be easy.
Like
that's supposed to be easy.
No, but
man.
I came in. I came in with a script. I came in with a script rehearsed right in my head, talking about some Steve Nash over Kyrie, and
they try to backdoor me, man.
But no cap though. No cap though. I want to hear about the first one.
Hold on. But that can be applicable to Crunch because Crunch was, game planning to face Riv. We had set.
I'm not making no excuse. I'm just saying, bro. Hey, it's cool. GG's Crunch.
But how you just give up? You quit, nigga.
I can't,
you quit,
bro,
nigga, in the clutch. You waved the white towel, nigga. You waved the fucking white towel, P5. Come on, bro. You waved the white towel. You waved the white towel, man.
I told y'all he wasn't even going to feel it.
Oh, my goodness, man.
I told y'all he wasn't even going to feel it. Quick and painless.
Can I get this out?
Go ahead.
Listen, but this is again why when people say you ain't know people that our age know more basketball than you forgot more basketball than you ever could remember. Your age is showing, bro. It's no way you come on here and you don't mention the all-time scoring record. It's no way you come on here and you don't mention four MVPs to one MVP. There's no way you don't come on here and mention
I knew all that.
Easy stuff. Bro. What are you talking about? What are you talking about?
I had it.
Every single person that I feel like it's a conspiracy right now. Mookie got all of these people that don't know shit about LeBron defending him, bro. Because this nigga, every LeBron supporter has got cooked in every debate. Every time.
But he was making a decent case, though.
Y'all want me to tell y'all when he was done? When I brought up
bro. He actually did good, bro. P5 actually did good. It just, I feel like he could have countered most of the shit that he said, and he just waved the fucking white flag. You waved the white motherfucking flag, nigga.
I thought
you on rated R sports. Hold on, bro. You on rated R sports debates, nigga. You on isolation wars, nigga. And you gonna wave the motherfucking white flag like that, nigga? Gave up like that, nigga?
Man down.
Come on, man.
Hey,
shout out to Clutch Time.
You lied 3 times. He ain't even called it out.
Hey, all I'm gonna say is this, bro. I'm gonna say is this. Look, I'm going to bounce back from this. I am.
Go ahead, cry, man.
I'm not gonna cry. I'm going. Hey, I'm going to bounce back from this. Move.
Oh man. Hey, P5. Go ahead, man. Hey, Crunch, man. Shout out to you. You advanced to the second round. Is there anybody that you want to call out, man? Because right now you are the number one. See, you the only person on this tournament, on this isolation war, that made a nigga wave the white towel, nigga. The white flag, nigga.
Make them tap out. Hey, look, I'm not even gonna call nobody out. Whoever wants to step up, I call somebody out, they might get scared, like Rev got scared. Well, actually, I ain't gonna say that because you said something happened. But listen, man. Anybody want to step up to the plate? You already know where to find me at. You just gotta hit me up. You know what I'm saying? A last second topic, easy work. And you know where he really messed up when he said that LeBron was easily a much better playmaker when he had no proof of that. I brought out the fact that, you know what I'm saying, LeBron played with more shot creators. So how that work? How do you know he was a better playmaker? So I like to go off what they said. I laid down the facts. I told you I keep it simple. Look, I ain't even used my whole time for the first Kobe Bryant argument versus LeBron James. I just wanted to hear what he had to say about what I said. And listen, man, the trenches is scary. Like, it's a different. When I step up here, it's different. And I'm gonna be coming on here more often because I definitely like what y'all got going on, man. It's a great show.
Salute. Shout out to Crunch Time, man. Man, Velocity's been waiting in the backstage for a long time.
Can I say something?
Bring your ass. Yeah, go ahead, Air Swear.
No, how he was saying, how P5 brought up, we should, it's a feat that he went to 10 straight finals. I mean, if you're gonna say that, then give Jerry West and Bill Russell their flowers. If you're gonna say they went to 10 straight, Jerry West practically went to 10 straight finals, even though he won one, and then Bill Russell pretty much went to 11 to 13 of them. Like, if you're gonna say that, then you got to give it to those beforehand.
Yeah. Hey, Velocity, you there?
Yeah, bro.
Are you ready?
I've been ready.
Hey, let me ask you something, man. What's your thoughts on this tournament? Because you've been in the backstage watching.
I'm just homing in, just waiting my turn. Steady collecting information as I go, just trying to get ready if I can go ahead and get this bust off the screen. Easy though.
Hey, Ken, where you at, Ken? I sent you the link, King. Where you at? He said, damn, P5, you let Mookie down. I thought P5 can actually do well, bro, because he been going at it, bro. Like, I just don't know how you just give up like that, bro. How you give up like that, bro? We got Ken in the building. Hey, Ken, what you got on Velocity, man? Do you think he a chump or anything? What you got on Velocity? What you think?
That's nigga easy work. I'm about to get this nigga up out of here, Mook.
Ooh, Velocity, what's your response on that, man?
Let's do this shit.
No talking, just straight action, nigga. Straight haymaking, straight blows, man. All right, man. Judges, are y'all ready, man?
Let's do it.
All right, man. Listen, like I sat there and said, man, as y'all been watching the show, man, 2 minutes each topic, right? Y'all will be debating 2 minutes. This time, since y'all only have one topic, that means y'all will have 2 counter rounds, right? So that means Velocity will have a counter round. Velocity will have 2 counter rounds, and Ken have 2 counter rounds, right? So y'all be going against each other, right? And so since y'all have one topic, y'all have 2 counter rounds, right? So I'm gonna start off with Ken. Ken, the topic is who cheated the game more, Kevin Durant or LeBron James? Ken says LeBron James. Ken, your 2 minutes starts now. Go ahead.
All right, Mook. I mean, simply, LeBron gave the blueprint to super teams. He couldn't get it done with the Cavs from 03 to 010, so he joined a really accomplished team with Miami Heat and a winning organization led by Pat Riley. When we look at that Miami Heat team from 2011 to 2014, they were all around stacked team. They had great shooting, they had defense, and that team covered up a lot of LeBron flaws in the game, especially his lack of ability to hit jump shots in the half court. So for the people who said LeBron with his first stint didn't have help, I mean, look at LeBron in 06 finals. Look at his shooting percentage. LeBron shot 35% in that 06 final, which is 13% under his average. If he just shot close to his average, that 06 Cleveland Cavaliers team, who people claim, quote unquote, that LeBron didn't have help, they could have easily won a championship. LeBron shot close to his average. LeBron also, before he went to Miami, LeBron could have get it done in Cleveland, so he went to Miami with D-Wade, teaming with D-Wade, try to get it done with D-Wade because he went to D-Wade and learned how to win. And LeBron played with numerous superstars, numerous all-stars, Anthony Davis, Dwayne Wade, Chris Bosh, Kyrie Irving, Kevin Love. So when we talk about LeBron, LeBron had played with multiple all-stars and he considered a GOAT, but he needed all this superstar, all this talent to help him get it done. I'm finished.
You got 37 seconds left. Is there any more you want to add?
No, I'm good.
All right. That's time. Velocity. You think Kevin Durant cheated the game more. Explain why you think Kevin Durant cheated the game more than LeBron James. Go ahead, Velocity.
First of all, let's start off with the finals. When the Thunder played the Heat, the equivalent to look at the core of the Heat team. They had the core of the team was LeBron, D-Wade, and Chris Bosh, right? And it was before Ray Allen, mind you. They had James Harden, they had Westbrook, they had Serge Ibaka, they had KD. That's 4 more superstars. So that's 1 more added to their 3 main core. So and they still lost. And they had a 6 man of the year winner. And they still chose to lose. Now let's take it back to where Ray Allen won. You know what I mean? Let's take it back when they when LeBron went to the Cavaliers. LeBron is Kyrie, Kevin Love. Okay, so the Thunder still they just got a rookie and Steven Adams. They got Serge Ibaka, a 2 times not defense player of the year, but a 2 times lead blocker. Also all 3 NBA for defensive team selection. Then let's go to when LeBron went to my. Y'all hear me? My shit fucking up. All right. Hey, all right, my bad. I'm trying to go while it's time. All right. Now and he's constantly talking about shooting percentages and shit like more fucking help. No, that's not how they go. KD constantly, when he went to the Warriors, he had Steph Curry, Klay Thompson, Draymond Green, and it's also we do not speak about DeMarcus Cousins because he just came off a 20-point per game year, literally like with the Pelicans. We don't speak about that though. And that's 4 more motherfucking All-Stars. And LeBron had literally nobody. He had I'll be honest, he had Derrick Rose, he had D-Wade, but he got rid of them guys and still led his team to the fucking finals with basically lesser help. If we being honest, if D-Wade and D Rose, if they on the same team, they supposedly All-Stars during their time, this shit, that's more help. But if LeBron got rid of them, that means they got lesser help, and he still carries his team to the finals.
Time. Ken, you have a 1 minute and 30-second counter round, man. You go, man. Your counter round start. Counter what he's saying, man. Your 1 minute 30 seconds start now. Go ahead. Ken, you're on mute. Ken. Hey, Ken. You're on mute, bro. What the fuck? Hey, Ken.
Oh, hell no.
Yo, Ken. This nigga left out.
He left.
Oh, my goodness. Hey, Ken, are you there?
Yo, move.
Ken.
You can hear me?
Yes, your 1 minute counter, 1 minute and 30-second counter round starts now. Go ahead, bro.
All right, so he talked about how KD played with Steven Adams, but didn't LeBron play with an all-star team, if I'm not mistaken, last year? He had Russell Westbrook, he had Dwight Howard, he had Carmelo Anthony, he had those 3 Hall of Famers, and he had Rajon Rondo, and he still couldn't make the playoffs, and he quit and sat out when his team was trying to fight for a playing position last year. He could have easily suit up and try to help the team get into the playoffs, but what he did, he quit and sat on the bench. Even when he asked for Russell Westbrook, he asked for Carmelo Anthony, he asked for Dwight Howard. I mean, LeBron, he asked for Russell Westbrook, right? Russell Westbrook came, and Russell Westbrook was the scapegoat for the reason why the Lakers lost, and he basically got all the blame for when the Lakers lost, and LeBron didn't get no blame when the Lakers lost. And then let's go to this year. LeBron, he traded Russell Westbrook, he got these players, and then what happened when they played the Denver Nuggets? LeBron had a meltdown. I mean, listen, LeBron, he was turning the ball over, he was chucking up threes, he wasn't getting to the rim, he wasn't creating the same rim pressure he had in his prime, and he wasn't playing through Anthony Davis. So I mean, what are we talking about here, man? LeBron, he had all the help, he always cry, ask for help, and then when he gets the help, he has meltdown. Let's go to 2011 when he had D-Wade, Chris Bosh. The Mavericks had a 3-2 zone, and LeBron couldn't break the zone because he couldn't shoot the 3-ball. He had no mid-range shot. He had no footwork in the post. He had no 3-point shot. He had no game to counter the 3-2 zone in that 2011 finals. I mean, what are we talking about here? LeBron, he has help, and his teammates cover up his flaws in this game, like shooting, shooting. And that's a big part of this game in this era because we know guys like
Time. Velocity, man. You got 1 minute and 30 seconds to debunk what Ken is talking. Go ahead, bro. Is he there? Yeah, Mojo. Like, can y'all keep it on topic, bro? Like, y'all off topic, bro. We talking about who cheated the game. Y'all talking about some more shit, bro. Damn, y'all some amateur ass betas, bro. I'm waiting for the Velocity to join, bro. Where is this nigga at? Velocity, your mic went out, bro. Where's Velocity at, man? Oh, let me kick him out. Damn, man. Somebody said Ken is winning it so far. I'm waiting till Velocity get back, man. All right, there you go, right there.
But I thought I was still in because I was looking at my
Nah. Velocity. What's you got 1 minute 30 seconds to debunk what Ken is talking about who cheated the game.
Okay, he just said something about Carmelo Anthony and Rajon Rondo. Clearly role players during this time in their career. Okay, since you want to say that, let's talk about LaMarcus Aldridge. Just 2019-2020, when KD joined the team, he just was averaging fucking 20 points with the Spurs. So KD joined the team and come along LaMarcus Aldridge 2020-2021. Okay, so then another thing, he got Blake Griffin, a guy that was just averaging fucking 18 with the Pistons 2018, 2019, 2019, 2020. And also he joined the team, but he was injured. I'll give him that credit. But when he came, he also added James Harden, Kyrie Irving. The 3 fucking Hall of Famers at their best. And you still want to not talk about Russell Westbrook. Russell Westbrook doesn't compare to no motherfucking Kyrie Irving. And then you talk, and no, think about it. It's LeBron James, Anthony Davis, Westbrook. That's the three main All Stars on the Lakers team. If you compare their core to the next core, they do not compare to that. KD, James Harden, and Kyrie Irving is a way better three main core than the Lakers, and they're proven because they didn't make the fucking playoffs when they had each other when they was on the same team. And let's talk about this year. KD just added fucking Bradley Beal. He went first of all. He left the fucking grind because he was scared. He was already with the Nets. He left that shit because it wasn't working out for his bum ass. He got put out the fucking playoffs. He just got Devin Booker, Bradley Beal. How many of these? Yeah, 3 fucking All Stars on one team with a good solid big man with solid bench playing. So shit, who really cheated the game more?
Time. Strong one for Velocity, man. Ken, you got 1 minute and 30 seconds to debunk his talking points, man. Your 1 minute 30 seconds start now. Go ahead, Ken.
Well, he brought up the Nets' big three, but he didn't bring up how the Nets got injured in that 2021 playoffs when they were healthy, they were easily dominant. They were 16-7, if I'm not mistaken. Their record was about 500, and they were a dominant big three. And LeBron, when he had his Hall of Famers, his team was healthy. His team didn't have many injuries like the Nets' big three, and his team was healthy, and they had a chance to fight for that playing position. And then let's talk about how LeBron in 2006, when he lost in the finals, he quit in the finals. And then let's talk about how he went to join the Miami Heat. He lost, and then he went back to Cleveland, and then when he lost in Cleveland, he went to the LA, and he traded for Anthony Davis. He traded all those young pieces. When those young pieces, Lonzo Ball, Ingram, Kuzma, those guys were solid young pieces, and he traded them for Anthony Davis, and they brought Anthony Davis. All right, Anthony Davis, they won a championship 2020, right? He had these pieces, JaVale McGee, Danny Green, Kyle Kuzma, these role players who were solid, who helped them win the championship in 2020, right? Then he goes and trade all of them and get rid of all of them, and he brings in Montrezl Harrell, he brings in Marc Gasol, and then those guys couldn't get it done, and then his ass gets smoked in the first round by the Phoenix Suns. So LeBron, every time he lost, he rebuilt the whole team instead of running it back and fighting through adversity. He broke up the whole team and rebuilt the whole team, and his ass still lost even when he rebuilt the whole team, because we've seen a clear example is that when he rebuilt the team from 2020 and he rebuilt the whole team and brought in new players, and he still lost to the Phoenix Suns in the first round.
Time. Whew. Velocity, you got 1 minute and 30 seconds to debunk what he's talking about, man. Make it good.
Okay, he just said injuries. I thought injuries was a part of the game, apparently. Shit. I mean, it's plenty of times LeBron dealt with injuries. And also, he's constantly bringing up 2006 when fucking KD won the league, so you really can't compare that shit. You said cheated the game more. He didn't even have a fucking all-star caliber player on his team for to even say he cheated the game. Let's take it back to the Warriors. Like I just said, 2018, 2019, DeMarcus Cousins just came off a 25-point season, and he just came to the Warriors thinking he finna get him a free ring. And it's already 3 fucking Hall of Famers on the team. KD got hurt, I understand it, and they couldn't win when KD went down. But he cheated, and first of all, they just won a year before that without DeMarcus Cousins. So how the fuck he couldn't get the job done then? He's so-called cheating the game. Then you just said you just brought up the fucking fact about Marcus All. Who it was? You said not Ray John Rondo. I think you said Montrezl Harrell. Nigga, you bringing up all these amateur ass players. Let's bring up the bum ass amateur ass players on the Knicks. And you bringing up the amateur ass players. Let's talk about DeAndre Jordan. Let's talk about Blake Griffin. Let's talk about LaMarcus Aldridge all on one team. And then you said, and then it was last year. Hell, he had Kyrie Irving. That's all he fucking needed against the Celtics. The Celtics wasn't even a proven team last year. How the fuck he couldn't get the job done last year? Explain it to me. That's all I got to say.
Time. That is the end of this round, ladies and gentlemen. You know what I'm saying? I'm about to go to the judges to see who won this debate. Chad, this was probably the best debate in the tournament today. Would you agree, Chad? If push 1 if you agree, push 2 if you disagree. Why the fuck you laughing?
Because you funny as hell, Mookie. Bruh, listen, I'm gonna get. Can I go ahead and give who I thought won, bro?
Go ahead.
This right here is like picking between Hillary Clinton and Donald Trump. All right. I'm letting you know now. Ken, you definitely won this argument. I don't think that you stayed on topic. Because it's about who the topic. What was it? Hold on, I'm tripping. I don't even remember the topic. Y'all was talking
Who cheated
about
the
some other
game
shit.
more?
The topic: who cheated the
I talked
game?
about how LeBron
Who
rebuilt his
cheated
LeBron
the
or
game?
scores.
Cade?
Right. I feel like y'all started getting into accomplishments and what a person didn't do.
Yeah.
But cheating the game in itself is more so about what was your contributions to the game and how you try to circumvent the grind, or how you tried to, you know what I mean, get championships in a way that wasn't, adequate,
Get
or
him one
something.
up.
Yeah, or getting the one up. I feel like the second debater could have definitely, not Ken, but the other guy. I don't understand how you didn't even bring up the fact that KD, basically did the most snakiest move of all time, which to Russell Westbrook, which is leave him high and dry in
Nigga, I brought up
basketball. That's your teammate. You didn't harp on it enough. That point should have just been clear cut, the start, end all, be all, finish all. And when Ken went to talk about LeBron James being starting super teams, at least LeBron won with his super teams. Kevin Durant tried to follow LeBron James, his methods, and it's failed in 3 different areas, in 3 different teams. So at that point, it's like, you didn't attack him. I feel like y'all kind of stayed off topic, but Ken stayed on topic enough to get the point across, and to me, he won it.
Yeah, I have to pretty much co-sign to that.
Yo, Mike breaking up.
Can you hear me? Oh, dang.
Go ahead, Eric Swears.
All right, yeah. Pretty much like Fontaine was saying, I think you guys eventually got so into the topic, you forgot what the topic was about. I have to give it to Ken. He was at most, he was basing his points out and everything. Stayed on topic, and a lot of stuff that you guys really didn't touch up on or really elaborate and just press on. Like, I know Velocity, you mentioned that he joined up in New Brooklyn, how it didn't pan out and that he left. I think there was stuff that should have been mentioned as well. I don't think there was enough elaboration between him like team hopping compared to like how LeBron did it. And yeah, like he followed LeBron's blueprint, but he pretty much is not putting a lot more emphasis on how LeBron did it to how he wants to accomplish it. So yeah, I have to give it to Ken.
Damn, bro. I think both of these guys got off topic, man. This right here could have been an easy debate. If you stay on topic, I think one of these guys would have won easily, right? Both guys did not focus on which guy cheated the game. I believe both guys cheated the game. Ken could have said some points that, that can debunk the talking points that Velocity had as well. And then Velocity could have really went in and harped on the fact that Kevin Durant, his abilities to when adversity hits him, his ability to actually trade teammates away, to add more teammates away to build a super team, and his ability to not win with those stacked super teams as well. So Velocity could have hit on that goddamn point as well, right? And the fact that Kevin Durant against the Golden State Warriors team, right, where he was up 3-1, right? The Golden State Warriors walked his ass down, and then he go join the team that beat his ass, you know what I'm saying, and won 2 championships with him, and then left Golden State because he was not getting his proper credit to go to Brooklyn Nets, build another super team, traded in great talented players as well to go get James Harden, right? That didn't work out. And then, Kyrie Irving, right? With Kyrie Irving, with another prolific scorer as well, he got swept. See, none of those points was being brought up, you know what I'm saying? So, now assessing this debate, I think Ken made more points. I mean, Velocity had a good counter round in the second round, but there was more that was left on the table, you know what I'm saying? But, I ain't gonna lie. I'm gonna have to slightly give it to Velocity, bro. I think Velocity won this shit. But at the end of the day, bro, this was so fucking mid, bro. But like I said, debaters, y'all gotta get better, bro. Y'all gotta get better, bro. But
y'all know y'all had how long to do this? It's easy to write,
yeah, it takes a week. And then this nigga Ken was right on his notes. I'm like, bro, you writing notes and you writing the bad points. It's like, what the fuck is going on? God damn.
Hey, can I say something?
But that's why I had Velocity winning, because his counters was much better than Ken's. But go ahead, Velocity.
Like, I came here tried a little bit, but mind you, I'm gonna be real with y'all. See, I'm currently like at school right now, like in college. So I really, this shit really just came all off the brain today. I just looked everything up, try to whoop this shit up today, try to stay focused. It really just was
no excuses, nigga.
I'm
No
not making
excuses,
no.
nigga. You
I'm
know
not
the
making no.
fucking date.
I'm just.
You know it's 7 o'clock, nigga. July 20.
Wait.
Stop
Listen.
crying. No excuses, nigga.
I'm not making no excuse. I'm just telling you strictly what.
You cheat. In essence, you cheating in debate. You cheating in debate. You arguing
how
about
the fuck I'm cheating in debate?
You ain't put in the effort.
Like, how the fuck I'm cheating in debate?
No, what
We
he's
have a
saying is
beta
that you
bit.
didn't give your
Young
best.
Africa is in the building.
I tell you what, my nigga. Catch me doing about
And I haven't heard from Young Africa in a minute, but Young Africa is in the debate. We're waiting for Lord Rand. Young Africa, bro, I can't hit you up on Instagram, bro. I sent you the link, but where is Lord Rand? Where is Lord Rand at, man? Let me drop the link for Young Africa, man. I gotta get Young Africa in here, man.
Oh yeah, man. So I cheated the debate. I'm still trying to figure out how the fuck I do that.
I got Young Africa, man. I got Young Africa, man. Young Africa's in the building, man. We waiting for the main event, Lord Rand versus Young Africa, man. But Ken and Velocity, y'all dismissed. Shout out to Ken. Chat. Who won the poll, bro? Because I'm on my phone. Who won the poll? Who won the poll?
I ain't get to look at it. Let me see. I can scroll.
Hey, Eric, who won the poll? Somebody tell me who won the poll.
Hold on, let me check.
Ken won in the landslide.
Yeah.
You easy work, motherfucker. I told niggas in this shit, man.
Oh, hold on.
Yo, Mook, who in the second round, man? This nigga easy work, man. I told y'all to go get this nigga fouled. This nigga doubted me, man. You doubted me, man. Still got this nigga fouled.
Oh man.
This nigga right, he won't really make a final statement. Calm your ass down. I mean, hey, good shit. I mean, I really, to be honest,
but I'm not gonna lie though.
Hey, listen, wait. Let me
we
finish, bitch. Shit. I'm trying to compliment you when you doing this shit. This your sport. I barely even play basketball. But hey, catch me during football season, bitch. I'm gonna cook your ass every motherfucking thing you say and state, bitch.
You can't cook me in that either, nigga.
Until you know how to read defensive coverages, catch me later.
All right, but thank you, Mook. Salute everybody. Salute chat. Salute Rated R. Thank you, bro. Appreciate it.
Yeah. Young Africa.
What up, dog? What's up,
man?
What's up, man?
We brother, Young Africa. You know what's crazy, bro? I tried to hit you up, bro.
And my shit got shut down. I got some, some things happen. Some
I tried to.
My shit got shut down, man. Today,
I tried to hit you up. Right? And we're going through different matchups to give you a replacement because we haven't heard from you. You know what I'm saying? And
now where Rand at? I need Rand. Where is Rand? Where you at?
Yeah. Where's Rand at, man?
Where you at, Rand?
Hey,
where you at?
My bad.
Hey, what up, Fontaine? What up, my guy Fontaine? Man, what's up, Chip?
It's been a minute. Hey, Mook. Hey, I gotta help the wifey with something, bro. It might take me like 35, maybe an hour. You gotta let the fan vote be my vote on the panel, man. But I'm gonna try to come back in if I can make it.
Oh yeah, pull up somebody from the chat.
It was dope, man. I appreciate it, man. It was
pick somebody. Hey, pick Mariah. Actually, like pick a lady, man. I don't know.
No, I got Reggie.
Yeah. Oh, good.
All right, fam. Hey, Reggie, what's up, Reggie?
What's going on? I'm subbing in, man. I'm coming out the bench, dog.
Okay. You better not be on your bias shit, nigga. I know how you get down. It's all good though.
Oh,
Hey,
okay.
I'm waiting for
Keep
for
it 100. Keep it 100,
I'll be
Richie. Keep it 100.
I was ready to hop in the debate, but I'll be a judge. I'll be a judge. You don't mind.
Reggie, since Rand is a no call, no show, right?
Oh no, hold on. Did Rand? Hey, has Rand been cited in the chat today? You seen Rand?
Yes, I see him in the chat.
So I'll pull up. I caught the last round of that Ken versus the other nigga. That was the lightest shit I done ever seen. That's embarrassing. Bro, you letting that nigga move on to the second round? Hey man, you need to give him something else, bro. Hey, where is Rand though? Where is Rand? He been in the chat. He been talking for how long? All season long. We right here, yeah. I got some shit that I need to get to, and I'll pull up right now. Just for this, I seen ISO debates. I pull up, and I'm on the move. And where you at, Rand? Where you at? I ain't even at the crib right now, Rand. Where you at? We can do this off the top of the dome. And hey, Reggie, the Matrix, the one. You are not really the one, bro. But hey, if you want to take the red pill today and go see some other shit, you can pull up too, bro. You can get this work.
So hold on. You telling me you would like to see Reggie?
Oh, anybody, bro. Yeah, Reggie. Hey, first off, Reggie, man, he been talking, yeah. And I know Reggie from these other channels. He been talking. He that old head that think he know the game, but he don't really know it like that. So hey, Reggie, let me ask you something. Who you think's a better defender between Kevin Garnett and Tim Duncan?
Tim Duncan.
Yeah, okay. See. Hey, that's what I'm talking about.
We got a debate. We got a debate. Okay, we got to debate. Okay, Reggie.
Let me ask you another question. Question. What do you think is the best era in terms of a decade in NBA history? You can pick any decade, bro. Pick one.
Man, I'm gonna say
80.
I'm gonna say the from 2000 to 2010.
See. I think the same. See, I think the same. So that's interesting. So
Reggie, is it anyone you want to argue? Because Africa think the 2000. Do you think would you
I think
debate against anyone?
Yeah, you want to pick another one, or you can pick a different topic. Like, what you want to do?
We can do.
Hey, hold on, Reggie. I got a good one. Who's a better final performer, Tim Duncan or Kobe Bryant? Who you got, Young Africa?
Finals performer.
Yes.
I don't know. Honestly, yeah, probably Duncan. If you want to just talk about just finals, yeah, just Duncan.
All right, who you got, Reggie?
Yeah.
Oh man, Tim Duncan's my guy, but we talking about the NBA Finals. I'm gonna go Kobe Bryant, bro.
Well, I want to talk about something that I really care about. You know what I mean? Because that's light.
All right, hold on. What you want to debate?
Light ass debate. Hey, Reggie. You done heard me say a lot of things, right?
Hey, King J, if you want to be a judge, you can hop in, King J. Yeah, hop in, King J, if you want to be a judge.
You done said a lot of things.
What you want to debate with Reggie? Young Africa.
No, because he got a lot of views. He got a lot of views on a lot of things, especially when it comes to this era of basketball, when it comes to LeBron James. So I'm gonna let Reggie pick the debate.
I mean, you seem to want to debate LeBron James, so you go ahead and pick a topic. I'm subbing in. I'm the alternate and shit. I'm the sixth man hopping off the bench. So
Oh well, yeah, man. You the backup point guard for Lord Rand because he be ducking right now because you don't want this smoke, man. So you got to get that work.
Lord Rand actually, he in the stream. He not commenting, but he in the stream because I add him. So, I don't know.
No. I'm gonna tell you some shit, right? Or this will happen, right? I called Lord Rand and I told him, bro, like Tyson, because we didn't think that Young Africa was gonna make it to the debate because we haven't heard for this nigga. We produced damn near 5-6 live streams since Young Africa last pulled up, bro. We haven't heard for this nigga. So I'm finding replacements. I found Tyson as a replacement. Tyson had to pull out late against Lord Rand. So I told Lord Rand that you ain't going against Tyson. Then we used P5. Then then Riv pulled out. Then I put P5 against Crunch Time, right? So Lord Rand was, confused.
right? He thought he was not going to debate today because we haven't heard from you. You pulled up late, young Africa, right? Your Lord Rand was in the stream. So right now, Lord Rand just texted me saying that he's with his family right now because the change of plans, bro. So like I said there and said, young Africa, it's your fucking fault because you didn't fucking check in, nigga. You didn't check in. We thought that you pulled out, nigga. We thought you pulled out, nigga.
I don't duck, no smoke. I don't duck. I just happened to come home. My shit back live, and my shit's right now, and it's about 7 a.m. in the morning, nigga.
You was in jail,
after working and getting in and getting off the decks in the club and getting my money. I just came home. I'm rolling my blunt and I'm about to cook a nigga, bro. So hey, I don't want to hear all that. So
Do you want Reggie or what, nigga? Do you want Reggie or what, nigga?
Hey, Reggie, right now. Hey, Reggie, you got Kobe over LeBron, right? We can do that right now. That's the second topic, right? You got Kobe over LeBron, right?
We can do for the first topic. Since we can do that decade for one topic, we can do. I'll roll with the 1980s being the best decade.
Okay, hey man, that's exactly what Rand had too.
No. For the first topic, we debating KG and Duncan, who's a better defender, and then the second topic we debating because we already debate Kobe and LeBron. We do the decades, bro.
You picked the 80s. Oh, that's all good, bro.
Okay. All right. So look, we're gonna start a timer, right?
And you know what, Reggie pulling up late, and I had this already in my mind about a week ago, 2 weeks ago. I'm gonna go first for you, Reggie. I'm gonna do that for you, bro. I'm gonna go first. You can think about some shit. You can rebound off what I'm saying.
Time on your phone, bro.
I'm gonna do that for you, bro. Like,
how long is the timer?
2 minutes for the opening statement and 1 minute and 30 seconds for the counters.
All right, let me know when to start it.
All right, young Africa, are you ready?
Let's get it.
Go ahead, young Africa. Who's the better defender, Tim Duncan or Kevin Garnett?
Mike check. Am I clear? Look,
yeah.
Kevin Garnett is one of the greatest defensive players of all time, better than Tim Duncan, right? Hey, he had amazing attributes: 6'11", 7'5" wingspan, right? Versatility. One of them, you know how you measure great defense is the versatility, because they both have all defensive teams. They both have first team selections. They both have accolades. But what is the difference when it comes to the game? The versatility of Kevin Garnett on the defensive side of the ball, being able to guard big men and guys on the perimeter, on the wing, guys like Tracy McGrady, when Kevin Garnett early in his career was playing small forward, doing all that, right? His high basketball IQ, shot blocking ability, his rebounding ability, in which Kevin Garnett peaked better as a rebounder, averaging 14 rebounds a game, something that Tim Duncan never did. Hey, all defensive first teams. You know how many Kevin Garnett got? 9. You know how many Tim Duncan got? 8. And that's with the longevity. He still ain't got more than Duncan. He still ain't got more than KG. And that's tied with MJ and Kobe. Defensive player of the year, Kevin Garnett got that. Something that Duncan don't have. And he led the league in rebounds 4 times. You know what, Tim Duncan, when has he ever led the league in any category in his career? Never, 0. And so what happens when Kevin Garnett plays with actual defenders? Because in his time in Minnesota, he never played with an old defensive player on his team. You know who Tim Duncan, when he walked into the NBA, played with? David Robinson, who was an all-time great defender. Bruce Bowen pulls up and comes in, and that's 3 guys, old defensive teams. Then he gets Kawhi Leonard, one of the greatest defenders of this generation. He playing with stacked defensive squads, man. You know who Kevin Garnett played with? Nobody in his Minnesota Timberwolves run, which made an old defensive team. Not one, bro. And you know what happens when he gets to Boston? He plays with Paul Pierce. He plays with Rondo, and he plays with Tony Allen coming off the bench, and leads one of the best defenses of all time, winning the championship and 67 games.
Time,
bro.
Time, yo, Africa.
Yo, Africa.
Nigga, it's the opening statements, bro. You didn't even go yet.
Oh, go ahead, man.
Damn, this nigga. Let's go. Go ahead, Reggie. You picked Tim Duncan over Kevin Garnett. Reggie, your 2 minutes starts right now.
Yeah, so Young Africa's incorrect. Tim Duncan has 15 all defensive team selections.
No. Hold on, Reggie. Before you go, you got to explain why Tim Duncan is better than Kevin Garnett.
Hold on. This is not. Hold
on. This is not the counters round. Go ahead.
My bad. Go ahead. My bad.
Okay, so Tim Duncan is the superior defender because he is he's the better all around defender, right? So like, yeah, KG can do more. He's versatile, but Tim Duncan, when you bring that in the paint, it's done. He anchored a whole defense by brought up all these players for the Spurs. David Robinson, after he retired, who was anchoring that paint in San Antonio? Nobody. That whole system was anchored around Tim Duncan. Tim Duncan got 15 all defensive selections, bro. 15 of them. You know what I'm saying? He is really, what else do I need to say, bro? He cleaned it up. He cleaned up the paint. He's the best power forward to ever play basketball. He's the best defensive power forward to ever play basketball. Like, what else do I need to say, man? I mean, if you look at Tim Duncan for his career, he averaged, at the age of 21, his first season in the NBA, he averaged 2.5 blocks a game. As a rookie, bro. You know what I'm saying? 2.5 blocks a game. The next season, 2.5 blocks a game. Tim Duncan, basically for his whole career, if I can get the average 2.5 blocks, 2.5 blocks, 2.2 blocks, 2.2 blocks, 2.9 blocks, bro, for his career average with blocks is he averaged 2.2 blocks a game for his career. You know what I'm saying? So, I mean, he's automatic. You automatically going to get damn near 3 blocks a game in his prime for his career, bro. Timmy Duncan, bro. The best all-around power forward in the game of basketball, the best defensive power forward in the game of basketball, anchored a whole defense for 20 years, bro. He anchored a defense for 20 years by himself.
You got 10 seconds left. You done?
I'm done.
All right.
Counters. We got PJ set the timer for 1 minute and 30 seconds. We're going to start with Young Africa. You need to counter what is Reggie is talking about in his opening monologue. Your 1 minute and 30 seconds start right now.
Look. This man want to sit around talking about blocks here. Blocks. He explained blocks for like 2 minutes, bro. Look. He did average more blocks, right? But more blocks doesn't measure how many shots you can test at the rim, the versatility. Hey, let me tell you something, right? When we talk about defense, right? Because he didn't break down nothing about defense. The ability to shot block, the ability to rebound, the ability to deflect and disrupt the offense, right? Did you know that first off, in Tim Duncan's career, he never led the league in any statistical category, right? Even blocks, right? But at the same time, he only averaged 0.7 steals for his career. He never averaged over 1 steal a game for his career ever, bro. Didn't even get 1 steal a game. Whereas Kevin Garnett at his peak is averaging 1.5 steals. You know what that means? A guy that's versatile, wingspan big, being able to disrupt, step out, and guard wing guys, get back, help with his 7'5" wingspan, clean shit up at the rim, was his ability to be a versatile defender. Something that Tim Duncan didn't do. You know what that shows? 0.7 steals, but 2 blocks. It shows that he was in a system in which when you're playing with Bruce Bowen, Kawhi Leonard, and shit, you can be in a team defense, and with the coach like Greg Popovich, you can be in a scheme in which you can step back, you can play drop coverage in the 2000s, and you can stay in the paint. And when you do that, you're gonna get your blocks because you're not stepping out. He does not have the agility of a Kevin Garnett. He doesn't have the speed of a Kevin Garnett. He doesn't have the athleticism of a Kevin Garnett. And so, as an individual player, when you talk about defense, you have to talk about the attributes of defense. Because if Kevin Garnett is on the San Antonio Spurs, he's doing the same shit, my nigga. He's doing the same shit. And so, and you know what the evidence of that is? In his first season with the Boston Celtics, he led a great defense and won the championship. Nigga. Light work, bro. Stop this shit.
Reggie,
you in the Matrix, bro. You
got 1 minute and 30 seconds to counter the bullshit this you think he was spewing. Go ahead, Reggie. Your 1 minute 30 seconds start right now.
Yeah, so the only thing that you could legitimately say Kevin Garnett has is his ability to play on the perimeter a little bit better and his steals, right? If you go to blocks, because I'm gonna keep harping on this because we talk about, you know what I'm saying, that's what they're both known for, is protecting the paint. Tim Duncan for his career has 3,020 blocks to Kevin Garnett's 2,037 blocks, right? As far as just the overall competitor, right? Dude, I haven't got to bring this up. 3 finals MVPs, right? To KG's 0. And in the first debate, he brought up, he used a couple players who are not even known as defenders. Paul Pierce was never known as a defender. He was not a defender on that team. He was the closer. Doc Rivers is a Hall of Fame coach. He might not be on the level of Popovich, but people regard Doc Rivers. That Celtics team, they milked that ring. I ain't never seen a team milk a championship as much as the 08 Celtics milk it. So you want to say that KG is this supreme defender, but when he got on the team with other defenders, like you said, he what did he really do? You know what I'm saying? He had help. So when he got help, his role he diminished. Because you say, oh, he didn't have help, this and that, bro. He had a Hall of Fame coach. He had one of the greatest shooters of all time. He had a closer. All these dudes. Only defender he really had on the team was James Posey. He was old. Kendrick Perkins, he trashed. He was washed up. All he did was foul people. So, I mean, what are we really saying, bro? Like, where's the argument?
Time.
Damn. Well, that's the end. That's the end of topic 1, ladies and gentlemen. I need everybody in the chat to type in who y'all think that won that topic 1, man. I think Reggie made some beautiful points, and I think y'all Africa made some beautiful points as well. So let me know who won topic 1, and we about to get into topic 2. Since Young Africa went first, we got Reggie going first. Reggie, you have 2 minutes on your opening monologue, man, to explain why you think that the 80s is a better era than the 2000s. Reggie, your 2 minutes start right now.
The 1980s was I'm gonna argue that the 80s is the greatest decade of basketball because the 1980s statistically had the highest pace and scoring average per game. Even in this era, we complain about super teams and jacking up 3-pointers and logo threes and all this stuff. Despite all that, the floor spacing, the 80s had the highest pace and had the highest scoring average per game, and the highest points scoring game ever scored was in the 80s, right? And then on top of that, the two guys that saved basketball and ushered in the modern era, Larry Bird and Magic Johnson, were drafted, I think, in '79, and they played their whole career and dominated the 1980s. Without Larry Bird and Magic Johnson, the NBA was about to go bankrupt, and the NBA wouldn't be what it is today without those two players. Right before the 80s, the ABA, when they had the merger and they brought those ABA guys to the NBA, a lot of those guys carried over into the early 80s. One of the Julius Erving, one of the guys who ushered in the modern era of like this kind of Jordan-esque type of player where you got a perimeter player who everybody markets around. He won his ring in the 80s, that Philadelphia 76ers team. Maurice Cheeks and Moses Malone, all those cats. The 80s, the Showtime Lakers passing the ball, it was just such a great era of basketball, bro. The ball moved, and it was a flashy, amazing, beautiful product to watch. The 1980s was the most glorious, glamorous era of basketball to ever touch the 94 feet pine wood floor.
We got 20 seconds left. You done? I guess he's done.
Hey, Young Africa, your 2 minutes. You got to explain why you think the 2000s is better than the 80s. Your 2 minutes start right now.
Okay. Hey, look, man, the 2000s, right? See, this is the unique thing, right? We're talking about the 1980s, one of the highest paced eras of all time, against the 2000s, right? One of the lowest paced eras of all time, right? Well, let me tell you something about the 2000s, right? The 2000s were a better era because of the balance, right? You had super teams in the 80s. In the 2000s, you had balanced team with spread out stars across the league, right? You had physicality, toughness, athleticism, something that the 80s didn't have. That's why Jordan walks into the league and cooking niggas straight out the gate, right? But you had the athleticism increase at an all-time high in the 2000s in NBA history, right? At that point in time. Then you have things like the all-time great players. Now, when we talk about the players of the 80s, there's great players in the 80s, but they're all mostly concentrated on teams like the Lakers and the Boston Celtics, right? That's pretty much all that was. And they're the only two teams pretty much that won in the 80s. Whereas when we talk about the depth of the 2000s, you had Kobe Bryant, you had Tim Duncan, you had Shaquille O'Neal, you had Allen Iverson, LeBron James, Dirk, Dwayne Wade, KG, Steve Nash, Tracy McGrady, who else? You had niggas like Vince Carter, Carmelo Anthony, Dwight Howard, Ben Wallace, Pau Gasol, Chris Bosh. What are we talking about? Jason Kidd. Like the depth of the 2000s being a defensive era, but some of the best offensive players of all time as well is what made the game style of the 2000s one of the most competitive eras of all time. That kind of era was not no high-paced era where you running and gunning and not really playing defense like that in the 80s, dominating with super teams when you got Kareem, Larry Bird, Kevin McHale, Dennis Johnson, Robert Parrish, Kareem Abdul-Jabbar, all on to 2 squads, bro. So at the end of the day, when we talk about the eras, when you elevate an era, you elevate it by how competitive it was. And the 80s is one of the least competitive eras of all time, where the 2000s, we saw some of the greatest basketball.
Time.
Time.
No, it's time, nigga. Time, yo. Nigga, you good, you African. Energetic ass nigga. All right.
Oh, what?
Reggie. Young Africa's done with his monologue. Reggie, can you counter the shit that Young Africa was saying? Go ahead, Reggie.
Yeah, absolutely.
Your 1 minute 30 and 30 seconds start right now. Go ahead.
So besides the finals, right, the 80s was a good blend of physicality and finesse. Although the Celtics and the Lakers pretty much dominated the finals appearances, when you talk about pretty much the flagship players, even I didn't want to bring up Michael Jordan, but even Michael Jordan, his rookie card is one of the most coveted cards in the NBA, his rookie season. And he said, well, MJ was dominating the 80s, bro. MJ didn't even make the finals till like after year 9 in his career, bro, because what was the knock on MJ? He couldn't get there because the Pistons was literally beating his ass. Like, he was literally getting beat up. He had to hit the gym and lift weights to get stronger to beat the Pistons, because Isaiah Thomas and them in 89 and Dennis Rodman and them boys got a chip, right? One of the most best defensive teams ever. This is how diverse the 80s is. One of the best defensive teams ever won a chip in the most offensively dominated era of basketball. So there was diversity there. The player who holds the scoring record in the 80s for the most points is Alex English. Not any of those Hall of Famers we just talked about on previous teams and them players. Alex English. So there is diversity, bro. There were other players, Dominique Wilkins in the 80s, dominating, scoring the ball. Not just the same 3 or 4 players, bro. There was diversity there in the 1980s. The 1980s will go down in history as the best decade in basketball for on the court and off the court reasons, bro. The rivalries that we talk about today, they were forged for the most part.
Time.
Damn. KJ, is that 1 minute 30 seconds, bro?
Yeah.
God damn, bro, that nigga was Africa. Your 1 minute 30 seconds for your counter for Reggie's for you counting Reggie's point starts right now. Go ahead.
Look, you want to talk about that diversity, but the 2 best teams had the top 5 best players. When we talk about the 4 best players of the 80s, Kareem, Magic, Bird, and you could put Kevin McHale, Dennis Johnson, Robert Parrish, a lot of players, but the top 3 players in that order, right? And so when we talk about Larry Bird, Magic Johnson, Kareem Abdul-Jabbar, then you got guys like Kevin McHale, Robert Parrish on the same team, and you got multiple stars on the same team, all-time great Hall of Famers on that team. It takes away from the greatness of the 80s. And then you talk about the diversity of the 2000s. You had some of the best players of all time. You also had some of the best teams of all time when you talk about Kobe and Shaq Lakers. And then you talk about in the 80s with the high pace, the offenses are going to be great. But you talk about the Detroit Pistons who started winning when the Boston Celtics and the Lakers got older in their career. They didn't beat them in their primes, right? And so when we talk about the eras, you have to consider the depth of how great the players were. And when I was talking about that physicality, really, I was more emphasizing the athleticism, and the athleticism is clear cut on the 2000s. The depth of the era is on the 2000s. And then when you combine the mixture of the all-time great defenses and the all-time great offensive players of that era, there's way more top 20 all-time players in the 2000s than there is in the 80s. There's way more. And so you always got to contextualize how great the depth of the era is. And that's just
time.
This is light work, man.
Time.
Now,
we're gonna add one more counter round. That'll be it.
Oh my!
Mookie enjoying this shit. That's why.
No.
Exactly.
One more counter round.
Why are you adding one more counter round for what?
Are you scared of one more counter?
No,
are you scared of one more counter round?
No. You want to save a nigga? You want to try and save a nigga? Like I done watched this nigga, and you want to save a nigga? Like
no, you ain't saying. Hey, chat, let me ask the chat.
Why are you trying to save
one more counter round? We get one more. Hey, chat, push one if y'all want another counter round. Hey, Reggie, is you down with the smoke? Because it look like y'all Africa is being exhausted right now. It look like he's exhausted right now. You look like y'all Africa right now.
Hey, we're doing the people one. Go ahead. Hey, no, put a poll in the chat. Put a poll in the chat.
Oh man,
Put a poll
oh man, bro. Oh, the chat want one more. The chat want one more. The chat want one more, bro.
This I'm gonna give y'all credit. It's the best topic of the day. So
man, come on.
It's tough.
Hey, Reggie, the chat want one more. So, Reggie, this is your last counter round. Make this shit good, man. You got 1 minute and 30 seconds. KJ, put the timer up. Go ahead, Reggie.
Yeah, so the 1980s, the beauty about the 80s was because you had finesse and physicality blended together in a perfect dynamic. So the 80s, you had a lot of good defenders, right? One of the best underrated. He talks about players that were never talked about because of narratives, bro. Sidney Moncrief is arguably a top 5 perimeter defender in NBA history. Played for the Milwaukee Bucks, a wing. Nobody talks about him ever. Look him up. Look at his film. Look at his numbers. Elite. He's arguably better than all these dudes we talk about today as far as elite two-ways. He was like the first guy to be considered, like he was the first elite two-way wing player to, like, you know what I'm saying, be 20 points, guard your best player, shut him down, both ends of the court, produce and carry a team. Yeah, he was like that. Before Michael Jordan, before Kobe, before Kawhi, before all these other dudes, it was Sidney Moncrief, right? 1980s. You talk about buckets. You had dudes like, George Gervin was 70s, but coming into the 80s a little bit, you had dudes like Dr. J. When we talk about perimeter wing players who could just explode and take over a game, market them, sell tickets, sell out arenas. You know what I'm saying? Dudes, Dr. J, the reason why he just started putting people on posters, dog. Daryl Dawkins, Thunder. You know what I'm saying? Putting people on posters, dog. Dominique Wilkins, putting people on posters, dog. They weren't doing that shit in the 70s. Them cats from the 80s brought that swag, they brought that flavor, and they brought the physicality to go along with it and gave you a show, gave you something to watch and appreciate, and then take away from the craft and the beauty of the game of basketball. It was all in one.
You got Africa. This is your last point, bro. Make it good, man. 1 minute and 30 seconds. Go ahead.
Look, Mookie trying to save this nigga, right? But I already done body bagged the nigga anyway. So let me say it like this, right? Look, one thing we want to talk about the 80s and how they revolutionized the game, right? But look at this. You know what the 2000s did? This is a layer that the casual fan wouldn't understand. That is that the international game in the 2000s made it a global game, right? And that when you have Dirk coming into the league, when you have guys like Manu Ginobili, Tony Parker, Yao Ming come into the league, now it becomes a global game. Then you have the innovation of the game. When there's a zone defenses are allowed now, in which now you have to space out the floor. Now the back to the basket game don't work no more, right? Now you have teams like the Phoenix Suns, Steve Nash and Amari Stoudemire and Mike D'Antoni, 7 seconds or less, up-tempo, entertaining style of basketball, going up against the defensive era of the early 2000s, right? Then you see the players, right? And this is what I keep coming back to because we keep talking about how great the teams were, but we're just talking about the Lakers and the Celtics in the 80s. Let's talk about the depth of the players, right? You're talking about Kobe Bryant, one of the greatest players of all time, greatest scorers. Tim Duncan, Shaquille O'Neal, and you want to talk about Sidney Moncrief, nigga? You want to talk about Alex English, nigga? We got Shaquille O'Neal, we got LeBron James out here, we got Kevin Garnett out here, we got Dirk Nowitzki out here, Steve Nash out here, bro. We got Jason Kidd out here. And you know what the 20th best player you could argue in the 2000s was? A nigga like Dwight Howard who came into the league, Carmelo Anthony, maybe even Ben Wallace. What about Chris Bosh, nigga, at the end of that list? What about Paul Pierce, nigga? How about Paul Pierce? These are the type of niggas.
Time. Nigga, you done. You're Africa. You done. You done.
Oh my God. Oh, that was a good ass debate, man.
They're trying to save it, nigga, man. It's crazy.
All right, man. Man, that was a good debate, man. But let me start with Eric Squares. Eric Squares, who you had with this entertaining debate between y'all Africa and Reggie, man? Who you got with it, man?
Okay, first off, the first topic, guys, great overall. Young Africa, you talk about how great Kevin Garnett is compared to Tim Duncan, but wasn't Kevin Garnett said in a he said it in a podcast regarding talking trash to Tim Duncan and how that shit.
Hey, bro. Aren't you meant to analyze the game? Well, what are you asking me questions for, bro? Just analyze the debate, bro. You can't be putting your own shit on it. What we doing, man? No. Hey, Mookie, get your boy in check, bro. This nigga way off script, bro. Dang.
Who wanted? Let them know who wanted the.
Okay.
Exactly, bro. This nigga talking to me about podcasts and shit, bro. Don't do that, bro.
Okay. If you're going to go about that route, first topic, I would say you, and then the second topic, I would say it wasn't you in the second round, so it's a tie.
Does this nigga know there was 3 rounds, bro? Well, what the fuck are we doing, bro? Does this nigga know there was 3 rounds?
No, he meant 2 topics, bro. He's saying you won the first topic and he lost the second. That's what he said.
Oh man, so this
And I'm the one that's
hey,
not
Mookie, you gotta get
listening.
your shit right, bro. This is wild, right?
Dude,
But it's all good.
there was 2 topics.
He
just got an extra round.
Yo, man, this is the
Hey, King J, who you got on these matchups, man?
I think the first topic, Africa, destroyed Reggie because Reggie fucked around and made Africa's points for him, talking about Kendrick Perkins was a nobody and Paul Pierce wasn't a defender. All I did that strengthened Africa's point, and I don't think he was talking more. I mean, in my opinion, Reggie was harping too much on Tim Duncan's rim protection when he was more than just a rim protector. Like he could step out. And he was a much better man-to-man defender than Kevin Garnett. So I think Young Africa definitely won that first round easily. And the second debate, I thought it was close. Reggie made some strong opening statements, and his first counter was pretty good. I think he had the edge up until like that last counter round because Reggie to me didn't really focus on the talent in the 80s, like dudes like Michael Jordan, Hakeem, Kevin McHale, James Worthy, Kareem, Magic, Larry Bird, Dr. J. Like the 80s was stacked with talent, arguably more than the 2000s. I don't think he focused enough on the talent. And I think Young Africa, when he brought up the international part, I think that's when he really separated himself, and he started naming all the players, which like Reggie should have done for the 80s. So I'm gonna give this debate to Young Africa.
Yeah, I feel like Young Africa clearly won the first round. I feel like he made more of an argument on why KG was a better defender and more versatile, and I just think that his points was much better than what Reggie was. I feel like Reggie was just getting his feet wet in the water. You heard me? But it goes to the second round. I think the second round was very, very close. I like Reggie's point of bringing up how the game, especially in the 80s, and how the game was played and the playing style, and especially the players and the talents was pretty well. Young Africa made some great points about the talent in the 2000s as well, and the big names that played in there as well. I think Reggie's point of bringing up players like Sidney Moncrief, players like Michael Jordan, players like Detroit Pistons, and et cetera, was all great points. Just talking about how the degree of difficulty of you going against those players and how talented they were was not no pushovers as a squad as well, right? And then the pace, he put out the pace and stuff like that. So, like I said, I think Reggie's counters in the second round was beautiful up until the last counter. I think Young Africa, killed in the last counter, but overall, I'm slightly give the edge to Reggie. But I think since Young Africa cleared Reggie in the first round, I think Young Africa won this debate.
I agree. The gap in the first round is huge.
Yeah, it's so much.
Yeah.
Yep, but let me see who won the chat.
Hey, Reggie, you actually told me some things about the 80s, man. You made some good points, man.
Yeah, the chat, 73% Young Africa and 27% Reggie. So Young Africa, you wanted this debate. I know you was not supposed to see Reggie. You were supposed to see Lord Rand. I think Lord Rand would have made a much better argument for Tim Duncan because he is a Duncan fan. And I think Lord Rand would have cooked you Young Africa. But since I fucked up, you know what I'm saying, and you didn't let me know where you was at, bro. And it got me moved. I got to move around opponents after opponents. Lord Rand did some other shit, bro. But you know what? Since you were supposed to see Lord Rand, you and Lord Rand will face off.
Hey, Mook. Hey, Mook. I'm sorry, I gotta go. Something happened.
All right, man.
I think that was the last debate, right?
Oh, you're giving Lord Rand what do you call it? A pass to the second round. That's what we're doing. All right.
Because bro, we did. First of all, we did not know you was pulling up Young Africa. You haven't been on for over the last week. Bro.
But he was here, Young Africa. Like he was here waiting for you.
He was here.
What
Yeah.
you mean? Hey, first off,
You
I
was
just come.
You
nowhere to be
pulled up
found.
late. You pulled up late, bro. He was in the stream
Okay. Hey,
chatting and all that stuff.
I ain't mad at Rand, bro. Hopefully
So
you all
next
good,
week,
man. I ain't mad at Rand.
you will see Lord Rand. Y'all will probably have different topics since we already debated this topic, but you will see Lord Rand in round 2, nigga. You to get
Oh,
the
that's
fair
all
one.
good, man.
Lord
That's
Rand
all
wants to
good.
smoke with you, bro. You
That's
lucky.
all good, man. You giving
You know
your
what I'm saying?
homies passes. You tried to save your boy
No,
to
I
that
didn't get
body
no
bag,
homie.
the nigga.
No, hold on,
But it's all
say
good.
your
It's all
Africa.
good.
You
It's
were
all
supposed
good.
to be. Hold on, your Africa. We will move SFM for the car. You know why we moved SFM for the car? Because SFM was doing the same shit that you were doing. We gave you the opportunity, your Africa. We gave you the opportunity, nigga. Because we haven't heard from you. We haven't discussed more favorable topic. We haven't done none of that because you've been
Hey,
gone for a
man.
week, nigga. So we
I
gave you
just
the
got lucky,
opportunity
man. You know,
to
it's all
redeem
good.
yourself. But since you cook, you get the advance to the second round, and you will face Lord Rand. So be prepared for that fucking smoke, nigga.
Hey, look, Gat in the chat says that Lord Rand might need to, qualify to go to the second round. He might have to have a warm up, maybe go up against Ken or something like. I don't know. That's what Gat.
No, that's not
said.
fair. You could do Tyson and Lauren, and whoever
I
debates
think we need another
advances.
one round. But you know what? Yeah. But you know what? If
Big
look
Ox said, hold on. Big Ox, hold on.
Yeah,
Big Ox said Lord Rand should have to debate me for
yeah,
this.
facts. Clean spot. I see you, Ox. I see you.
Oh, I like that. I like that, man. I like that.
Hey, Big Ox. Hey,
but Ox, since you lost Ox to Mons, it'd probably be Tyson because Tyson was supposed to pull up, but he had some shit going on with his daughter. So it'd probably be Lord Rand versus Tyson. Whoever win that get to see Young Africa in the second round. So I'll probably do that debate maybe tomorrow. I'll probably do that debate tomorrow when I go live. So
yeah, man. We'll see, man. I'm ready for the smoke, man.
So King J, why you was nervous for a meal and you smoked them,
Bro,
man?
because hey, look, I don't know, because I ain't never heard a nigga debate before. At least the other niggas, they seen each other debate, so I understand how they gonna argue.
You got a dub, right?
But I can't prepare though. I can't prepare. To me, he didn't. Yeah. To me, look, I'm gonna be honest, bro. I was disappointed with what he said. I felt like he could have made. I'll be honest with you. I think the LeBron fans got cooked today, bro. They did a terrible job. Look, I'm being objective, bro. These niggas did a terrible job of defending LeBron today. One nigga quit, bro. He literally waved the white flag and shit.
Oh, really?
It was LeBron versus Kobe, and he didn't, bro. It was LeBron versus Kobe. He didn't bring up numbers one time and shit, bro.
Wow. Better than that, bro. I came off the bench, bro.
Honestly, that's tough. You did good. I don't know how the other brothers did.
I ain't gonna lie. Shout out to Big Ox, bro. That Big Ox and Maz debate was very, very close. Everybody thought it was gonna be a landslide for Maz, but it was very, very close with the Murray and Fox one. But Maz couldn't.
I want to see Maz low key, man. I want to see Maz.
If I had a week to prepare,
Maz going against King J next round, bro.
Why you matching up all the high seats together, bro? We should low key be having seats.
Bro, because we called each other out. He said he wanted me first round, right? So I was like, all right,
hold on. Her keep on texting was talking about Mookie. I got robbed and shit. Like,
no, he did not, bro. Hey, this nigga Naughty came back down from 3-1, bro.
Bro, this man Naughty. Mike was fucked up. I'm like, this nigga really about to lose to her because his mic is fucked up and shit like that.
So who had performance of the night? Who had performance of the night? Who you giving that
performance of the night? Ooh. Yeah, I ain't gonna lie, it'd probably be King J, bro. The fact that he came well prepared, bro. You can tell he came well prepared. It's between King J and Naughty, bro.
Hey, King J.
Matter of fact, hold on. Fuck no. Hold on. Hell no. The nigga that made the nigga wave the white flag.
Yeah.
What the fuck, nigga? Crunch deserved performance of the night.
Did he cook him that bad? Yeah, I gotta
wait man, he made a
bro. Africa. This nigga defending LeBron didn't bring up no numbers at all, bro.
Yeah, like
I need to ask the chat. Who won performance of the night, bro?
Yeah,
who won performance of the night?
You gotta put a poll up.
Yeah, I gotta put a poll up right now.
Durant.
Hey, low key though, I put up like a 30-point triple double, Mookie. You stay hating on me though, so it's all good.
Hold on, Africa. Did I hate on you? Hold on, Africa. I sat there and said you destroyed Reggie in the first round, bro. The second round was very close.
To me, I'm gonna be honest. Yeah, I'm gonna be honest, bro. That second round with the one counter, I wasn't sure who won the debate, bro.
Yeah, it was.
It was very close up until that last counter, in my
Well,
opinion.
no, he did real in that second round. I was a little, his counter was better than my counter, so he kind of, low key let me get back into it with the last round. Like, I don't know why.
Yeah, bro. Like, yo, Reggie, if you just focus on the talent in the '80s, bro, I think you could have won, bro. You focus on the wrong players, Moncrief and shit like that, bro. You could have brought Isaiah Thomas, Jordan, Hakeem,
I ain't
Kevin
gonna lie,
Kale.
KJ.
I was trying to.
KJ, I ain't gonna lie, KJ. I don't know who. Like, I think niggas should be fearing Crunch, bro. The way that he made a nigga wave the white flag,
Yo, he
bro.
was cooking off the. Oh, he popped the.
No, you know what it was? You know, it wasn't even so much.
damn.
Look, hold on, look. It wasn't even so much that Crunch was like had this crazy good argument. The nigga just folded under pressure, bro.
Damn.
Yeah.
He just folded under pressure. That's what happened. I'm gonna give Crunch credit though, cause I mean, you still gotta put a good argument, make a nigga quit like that, bro.
Nah, man. That nigga was throwing up gang signs and shit, trying to get.
Bro, that nigga literally pulled up like a tissue or some shit. Had the camera talking about I surrender.
Wow.
Bro, he put up a white towel, bro, some shit like that. He said, "Mookie, I think it was after
LeBron and Kobe.
No, it was after the counter round, but
The counter.
Yeah, he was like, "Fuck, man, I just can't do it no more."
Bro, he could have made a good argument, but he just gave up,
Them
man.
2 minutes, bro. Oh my goodness, bro. Like, you gotta come with your shit, bro. Like, damn, bro.
Hey, hold on. If y'all gonna debate on here, bro, y'all gotta start doing research. I could tell the way some of y'all points are, bro. Y'all did not do research, bro.
But see, my thing is, if you say I lost the second round, I always say to the chat, I'm like, bro, I name players. It just when the players, like, you got to be like educated on the decades on it, like Daryl Dawkins. Like, I name players that most quote unquote casuals wouldn't care about, right? And so that was I did myself in because I wasn't marketing towards the majority. I was like too, I made the argument too specific. You know what I'm saying? So
I ain't gonna lie, low key. I ain't gonna lie. Maz lost that Murray and Darren Fox debate, bro.
I missed that part. I caught the second round, but not the first one.
He lost that shit, bro, because he kept doing like he said Darren Fox ain't clutch, and that's not true. And then he said that he was focused on how
he said Darren Fox ain't clutch. The nigga just won the most clutch award in the NBA
because of Game 7.
Hey Mookie,
because of Game 7, bro.
Don't know who Sidney Moncrief, Daryl Dawkins, and Alex English is, bro. I guarantee you.
I
bro,
do. I know who they is.
I'm talking about in the chat. I'm talking about most of these niggas in the chat.
Oh,
I guarantee
I said, who don't know
we know that Sidney Moncrief.
Who don't know who Chocolate Thunder and Chocolate Thunder and all them is.
Yeah, bro.
They don't.
Hey, Big Ox, bro. Listen,
Sidney Moncrief was a monster on defense too, by the way.
Man, hey, the second round. So
he won the defensive player of the year award.
Let me look at this board. We're gonna have to come with a new board. We'll have to create one. All right, so Maz beat Ox. Maz move on. Naughty move on.
Oh,
Herm
lost.
Herm got the story, man.
Yeah, Herm could have just shut. If you would have just shut up and let him take the L. And when
Brian Herm was talking shit, man. He was like, "Bro, I told you." That's like,
hey, Emil. Damn, I thought Emil was gonna be cooking, but he got destroyed. Especially KJ counters was good, bro. I ain't gonna lie.
He didn't get destroyed, bro. That's cap.
No. Hold on. Let me stop. He didn't get destroyed. Let me stop that shit. The round, it was close. It was close, but King J won. He won, bro.
I mean, I agree. King J won. King J did win the debate, but he didn't get destroyed.
But he didn't get destroyed. I agree. But let me take that back. Bad terminology. Crunch won, but he didn't go against Riv. Had to pull out. Ken and Velocity was probably the.
That was tragic, Mook.
Damn, I'm glad I gave him one topic, bro.
Velocity,
bro. They was all, bro. Velocity could have won that shit, but they just don't know how to debate.
Oh, that was, bro. Velocity, he had the easiest topic. All you gotta do, like Fonte said, just hop more on the fact he joined the team that lost him, that he lost to. That was one game away from winning the championship, and you just gotta hammer that point in. That's way worse than. And on top of that, KD requested trades and shit. LeBron never requested a trade. That could have been an easy layup, but he fucked it up, bro.
Velocity got caught up in believing his own points. He didn't believe something, so he didn't want to talk about it.
Hey, I'm gonna give Ken credit though. Hey, I'm gonna give Ken credit though. He clearly had like a little notepad on the side of shit that he wanted to say.
That nigga read off the script and said, "Okay, I'm done."
That nigga had some bullet points.
Yeah, you can tell he turned that shit over. Yeah. But who is Ken going against? Damn.
Velocity.
Like a little
No,
He beat
oh,
Velocity.
in the
lost,
second
nigga.
round.
Velocity just lost.
Nah,
He
he got to
trash
go.
anyway. Cause that debate.
Yo,
I think
Velocity.
he's. I think he's. I
I
think
ain't
he's
even
going
Bro,
against
listen.
I ain't
Duncan.
get my opponent, bro. Salute to Young Africa, bro. I know we be talking.
I ain't even listen to that debate.
It's
You
all
know,
love, bro. It's
that
all
nigga
You
love,
did
should
his
have
bro.
thing,
you should
bro.
have gave Ken P5, man.
That nigga did his thing, bro. Hey, go ahead
Yeah,
and do your thing, Young
P5,
I
Africa.
ain't
bro.
even listen
What
to that
happened to your
debate
boy?
because they made some terrible points.
Mook, what happened to your boy P5, Mook?
Hey, Ken,
Bro, my
get your
boy
Africa, bro.
P5 folded, man. He made me mad, bro.
Man, he was
That's round
cooking the
two,
past
Mook.
2 days, bro. The pressure
Yeah,
was
he
too
I
big
was.
for
know,
him.
I
bro.
thought he was
Like,
gonna
nigga,
cook, man.
Yeah, bro.
P5
Pressure
played
was
with
too
our
big
not
boys,
for
up
him,
bro.
to
man.
it,
He
bro.
let me down. He was wearing my University of Texas in the University of Texas jacket.
Uh,
Nah,
Hey,
bro.
man.
nah, but I ain't
This
gonna
is
lie.
what it
Crunch,
is,
hey,
bro.
hold on.
It's prime
QJ,
time. Ain't
why
nothing.
didn't Crunch want that? Who's better offensively between Kyrie and Steve Nash? Why he didn't want? Because he's a big Kyrie Irving fan. But why he did not want that debate, bro? That's what is crazy to me, bro.
Like you said, you can only argue
Well,
one
he
way.
think Kyrie better offensively than Steve Nash.
Yes,
But it's easy. That debate, P5 would
but
have
he
killed
didn't want the debate though.
P5 could have easily P5 could have beat him if he would have took that because it's even though
Yeah,
I believe Kyrie's better, it's enough there to prove to in a debate. That's enough.
I ain't gonna.
Nash got enough.
Somebody said Herm the biggest disappointment today.
Yeah, nah,
Not
Herm.
gonna lie.
It played out.
I
Let's be
mean,
honest, bro. To a lot of us, it played out exactly how we thought, bro.
Nah, facts. That's
I,
a
Yeah,
fact.
I mean,
I
but
knew.
see the
Look, no,
problem.
I'm gonna be honest, bro. Because once he took the Dominique KD debate, I already knew what his talking points were. Because the same talking points that Ticket had, bro. Well,
Yeah.
he lost to better teams. He didn't have enough help, and he didn't focus on enough what made him the better player. I already knew he was
Hey,
gonna lose
man.
that.
Hey, this was
bro.
evident
Herm,
in debates, bro. When you got 2 minutes, narratives are not enough, bro. You got to come
Yeah,
with
bro.
the facts, bro. You got to
That's
come with some evidence. Even if you got your narratives and your point of view, you got to come with some facts to
so
back
young
it
Africa,
up.
since you are the winner, young Africa, do you think that you want to see Lord Rand on the second round, or you think there should be a prelim match between Lord Rand and Tyson since they didn't show up to the tournament
Hey, look,
in order to face?
I think Lord Rand and Tyson. I think Lord Rand and Reggie had a great performance. I think Lord Rand and Ox. Like I think Rand should have to prove himself.
Yeah,
But
word.
if you want to just pass him to the second round, that's all good because that's light work to me. So you know what, you should ask the people what
You
they
giving a
want.
nigga a
It's we
bye,
about the
Mook?
people, you know what I mean? Ask
nah,
the
that's
people.
BS, bro. You
Nigga
can
got a
pass
bye
him out
week.
the second round
Hey
without
Herm,
debate.
why you let Naughty do you like that, Herm?
Yeah, Herm, he cooked you, bro.
Hey
Herm,
Herm,
Hey, Ken, you about to go
the
get Young
reason
Africa?
Herm lost on the rebuttal. That man, he
what
said the
was the
same thing on
topics?
his opening
But
statement.
respectfully,
What was
Herm
Herm's
got the
topic?
shitty niggas though to defend.
What was Herm's topics though?
who's the better 3-point shooter between Steph and Ray Allen, and then who's the better player between KD and Dominique Wilkins?
Oh, and Herm picked the old school niggas, yeah. Damn.
Yeah,
Bro.
he was set up for losing,
Hey,
bro. I
see,
ain't gonna
you
cap.
already lost off the rip,
Yeah.
bro. Like, that's
Hey Herm, young Africa, toughest SOB in WWE said, "Hey young Africa, I school you casual.
what?
Lucky Mookie denied
What?
me access to you, boy."
Who's this
Denied me
guy?
access. Who the fuck is toughest SOB, man? Hey,
It's
how'd you
definitely
deny him
Drop the
access?
link for
What
that's a
him.
access?
wrestling
Hey,
Well, let me
nigga.
drop the link
What
for this thing.
access? What
Boy, he
access?
about to cook you on some wrestling, bro.
Hey, Herm fucked up
Yeah,
his
in the WWE, this nigga, what he gonna do? A SmackDown fucking rock bottom and shit up
He
in this
about to
bitch.
lay
Herm,
SmackDown over Young Africa. What's happening, man?
Stop it, man.
Herm, why you let Naughty cook you like that, man?
I
Hey,
mean, the
Herm, come
nigga,
on, man.
the
Come
nigga
on,
didn't
Herm.
cook me though, Mook. I mean, all the niggas, I cooked his ass first round, but your bias he cooked ass you with had half a money. ball service, bro. You had 600 on him, so I mean, I already knew what was gonna happen before it happened. And then on top of that, moved the second round.
You had
Then the second
600
round,
on him.
this all this nigga. Hey, young Africa, young Africa,
Yo,
watch this. Watch this,
what's
Mook.
up?
Young Africa. If a nigga so called debating you, and all he say about Kevin Durant, he just a better scorer. He's a better playmaker. He's a better passer, and he's better defensively than Dominique Wilkins. But he ain't really give you any facts of why. See, I brought up the fact that Dominique's competition, and I brought up the fact that left her teammates that he played with.
Hey, Herm,
End of the day, if you gave Dominique the same opportunities for us to join an all-time great team like KD did, I think their careers would be very similar. And that's what I
All right,
brought
but
up.
Herm, can I tell you where you fucked
hey,
up at,
you
Herm?
missed,
But Herm,
you
you
missed
basing
one.
too much of your argument
Debunking.
hypotheticals, bro.
You
You
too much
you
debunking.
basing it too
You
But
much.
Herm missed one
defending
point
Dominique.
that I waited for you to say, bro. He tore his Achilles heel, just like he was the first player to tear his Achilles, come back and be way better. But then before he tore it, as opposed to KD who tore it and became a fraction of himself. I was waiting on you to
Yo,
say that.
this nigga Jimmy Two Shoes, bro. Durag Mars.
Durag Mars.
Durag Mars, dog.
Hey, man, Durag
Oh, my
Mars.
nigga Naughty. Hey, Naughty. Hey, hold on, get Naughty in. Hey, Naughty. Hey, Naughty.
Yeah.
Hey, bro, you almost lost the tournament, bro, because your shit was fucking up, bro.
Nah,
He most definitely lost that first round, though.
It
He
kept
most
kicking
definitely
me out.
lost that first round.
Nigga, he was talking about some bullshit, bro. Come on, bro.
Cool
You
shit.
chatting, bro.
Hey, Herm, I would have talked about how Dominique Wilkins beat a team like
Hey,
the Detroit Pistons,
hey, Naughty.
in the 80s, but Kevin Durant got exposed of his playmaking against teams like the Boston Celtics recently. Got exposed on his scoring. When you're talking about that, like you got to kind of expose Kevin Durant's flaws. That bag is nice. He got a nice bag, but that bag is empty when it's in the clutch. Herm, you got to.
I mean, Dominique Wilkins not really a clutch player.
I brought that up, though.
Oh, okay.
Hey, Naughty. Hey, Naughty.
That sound like you won, Herm. That's what it sounded like. Sound like you won.
No, you did not. No, you did not. Hold on, bro. One at a time. Yeah, after no, he did not. But we watched the guy.
Hey, Reggie, did Herm get robbed, Reggie?
Nah,
he lost.
You got
Redditor even said it was clear, bro.
Did he talk in third person?
I'm
gonna tell you, Hearn lost in the first round. I ain't gonna cap, but the second round, I don't say he got robbed, but I think that it was a little unfair. I think Hearn got the second round, bro. But
That was unfair.
The first round, the Curry Ray Allen shit, yeah, he lost, bro. Like it was just I didn't really agree with the arguments he was making.
Oh, so you going off of hold on, Reggie? You saying that he won because you didn't agree?
Well, let me put it this way. No, it's just what he was saying. He had too much to prove, and he didn't have enough to prove it. Like he kept asking, like Naughty was like, but the clutch don't matter if you still an overall better shooter, and it was just not. He didn't have enough to disprove that.
And it's not even that. He's still better than.
Now, clutch do matter, cause how you gonna be the greatest shooter of all time, but you 0% when it comes to make a shot, make a game.
Well, he's not 0%.
Naughty.
You say 0%.
Hey, Naughty. Hey, hold on. Naughty, guess who you seen? Guess who you seen in the second round?
0%.
Who am I seeing?
You seeing a nigga named Crunch, a nigga that just made somebody wave the white.
I know Crunch.
He about to crunch
you know him? Okay,
Yeah,
so
I've been on PC. Remember? He was on PC.
Yeah. So you and Crunch going at it in the second round, bro.
For sure.
Lord Rand said who won. Lord Rand.
What?
Lord
Hey,
Rand.
where you at?
Hey, Lord Rand. Lord Rand. If you want to debate Young Africa right now, nigga, you can get this shit popping right
look at Mookie, bro. Hey, Mookie, low key like Kevin Durant, just waiting for me to catch an L, bro. He gonna
I'm gonna be
super teams out here to just beat me, bro. Stop it, man.
I'm gonna be honest though.
We in the locker room popping champagne right now, bro. Like it's getting time. You know, the Jordans are off, my nigga. We took the
I'm gonna be honest. Hey, I'm gonna be honest though. It's not fair to Young Africa though.
Oh,
I mean, technically, it's not fair to Laurent either because he was here. And he didn't think Young Africa was gonna show up. But it's not fair to Young Africa to risk elimination in a debate and then have to debate Laurent again.
That's why I got Young Africa in the second round. Like I got Lord Rand and Young Africa debate in the second round, bro.
Man, whoa, come on, bro.
Why you Lord Rand?
Hey, Jester, what do you think about that, Jester? What do you think about that?
That's some bullshit.
That's BS, man. No,
hold on.
You can't just skip him to the second round without him.
Hold on, nigga, Jester, shut up, bro. Hold on. The reason why I can is because Young Africa was supposed to originally be eliminated for the fucking tournament because number one, he did. Hold on. Gat, can you shut the fuck up and let me talk, bro? God damn, nigga, you stay running your fucking mouth, bro. Get your ass to the backstage, bro. God damn, nigga. Every time I fucking talk, you want to over talk me and shit, bro. God damn, nigga. Young Africa really originally supposed to be eliminated for the goddamn tournament, nigga, because I haven't heard for this nigga in almost in a week. He deactivated his Instagram, right? I couldn't hit him up, right? He didn't hop on the streams when we were producing episodes on Radio Sports Dates, right?
A lot of songs,
So I didn't hear nothing from him. So the expectation was Lord Rand was not going to compete in this goddamn tournament because Tyson was supposed to be Young Africa replacement. He called out 3 hours before the goddamn tournament started. It was supposed to be P5 because Riv pulled off because Riv had some shit going on and shit like that. But I put P5 against Crunch Time because Crunch Time wouldn't have no goddamn opponent. So Lord Rand, I called Lord Rand. I said, bro, you might as well just cruise through this round and go to the second round because ain't nobody trying to go against you, bro, because so many pullouts and shit like that, bro. So it is fucking fair. It is fair that Lord Rand gets to the second tournament, nigga, because at the end of the day, he was ready. He was prepared to face Young Africa, Tyson, and all these motherfuckers, and them niggas kept on pulling out, nigga.
He was here, man.
Sound fair to you, Justin? That sound fair to you, Justin?
Bro, again,
But he was waiting for Young Africa, though.
Because first of all, even if he was waiting, regardless of that, Young Africa still debated. If that was the case, why did you make Young Africa debate Reggie? Why did they wait? What's the point of that, dude?
Because they wanted to debate.
See me lose, Justin. He wanted to see me catch that L, Justin. Hold
on, nigga, Justin. The reason why I let Young Africa debate it is because number one, Reggie and Young Africa agreed to debate. Young Africa could have sit there and said, "Nah, I want Lord Rand. I don't want to debate." But he wanted to debate Reggie. I didn't force him.
Hey, listen, I don't care about none of that. All I'm saying is, I think Lord Rand was scared from the jump. That nigga was waiting, and right time them guys said they pulled out that nigga.
Hey, Lord Rand. Hold on, bro. Hold on. Lord Rand. Is the shit that I'm saying is facts, bro?
Well, I mean, Young Africa. I was trying to find that page that you sent me one time for your music to hit you up to see if you were gonna come. I didn't know because Moogie told me to debate P5, and then it's gonna be like a three-way. It's gonna be like a three-way main event.
Yep.
Somebody has to take the arrow. Yeah.
Yes.
That's what it. Yeah. Because you said that you. Because you said you pulled out. He said you pulled out.
You pulled out. We didn't hear from you.
I didn't pull out, bro. So, hey, pause. But hey, let me ask you.
That's what he said. That's what he said.
People say you was here in the chat earlier in the night. So.
All right, cool. I was. All right, cool. I was. But then because I told Mookie I changed my plans, so then I went out with my family to eat, and for the latter part. Because he told me that I was gonna face. He asked me, do I face that P5 guy, and then he asked me to face Tyson, and they pulled out, and then it was gonna be like a three-way, and then that kid, I don't know his name, Riv or something like that, he pulled out. I mean, I didn't know, bro. He told me about an hour and a half before the stream even started that you might not show up or you're not gonna show up. So
hey, I ain't mad at that, Rand. I hope you had a good night and all that, Rand. But at the end of the day, bro, hey, did you hear me body bag?
I did it. That's why I did. That's why I asked who won. Like what point?
But Lord Rand, we gonna end it. Hold on, Lord Rand. We gonna end this shit for all. You and Africa see each other, bro, in the next tournament in round 2, nigga. Period, nigga. Point blank.
I ain't mad at that. Just understand. You gotta buy. Hey, you know what's funny? You know what's funny, Rand? Just like one of your favorite players of all time, Bill Russell. You gotta buy in the first round of the playoffs, bro. You just walk to the second round. Nigga. That's ironic.
All right, cool. Do you want me to? Do you want me to bow out the tournament since you know what's funny? You know what's funny? You were the guy. You know what's funny? You were the guy that entered me into the tournament when I even be saying that I'm going to be in the tournament. You just wanted to debate me, and you entered me in the tournament, and then you show up like the last 5 minutes before we touch the stream. You just show up.
Did I show up or not?
We're cooking right now.
All I'm saying is,
bro, you're Africa. You waited 1 minute, 5 minutes ago, nigga, to show up, nigga.
You're the same dude. You're the same dude again that you volunteered me to be in a tournament. I didn't even know this shit was going on. You said it. I didn't even know.
Told you
And then,
yes.
wait. And then you will talk about topics when I'm not even there with Mookie, my nigga. And
Bro,
then,
look at this nigga. Hey, first off, I low-key gave the idea to Mookie to stop these ISO debates because niggas be running too much on these streams, right? So, hey, and this is what I gotta say. Look, if Mookie understands, right? If Rand's a real nigga, you stay ready. You ain't gotta get ready. So, you know what I'm doing? I don't give a fuck if the nigga's coming or not coming. I'm gonna be here, and if he don't come, another body is gonna be rolled out and put in a box. And that's exactly what I did. Because when I pulled up, I said that Rand ain't in the crib, he ain't in the room, my nigga. He was just here, but he dipped out in the back door, right? When I pull up,
nigga, troll, bro.
And then when I pull up, I said, okay, Rand ain't ready. Who else is ready? And Reggie stepped up. You know what I mean?
Reggie had a
dog. Take the red pill. The nigga never came back.
We'll see more than stream, me or you. All right, cool. We'll see more than stream,
Man, I want this debate, man.
We'll see. Wait. We'll see more than stream, me or you.
I can't wait.
It's the 70s, bro.
We'll see the stream, me or you. We'll see more than stream, me and you. I mean, like I said, and the host tells me that it's not gonna go down. What am I supposed to do?
You gotta stay ready. You gotta stay ready.
No, they ain't no red fault. You know that, Africa. Come on, Africa. You know that ain't his fault, bro.
That's not his fault.
He was ready, bro. He was in the chat, commenting and everything, bro.
What do you mean he was ready? I pulled up, bro. What?
Young Africa.
No, cause young Africa. Look, to be fair,
after a night at work, I pulled up 7 a.m. in the morning, nigga. The sun is already risen, nigga, and y'all telling me about all the things that you couldn't do.
Africa. To be fair though, young Africa. Hold on, cause look. To be fair, SFM. Hold on, young Africa. SFM got booted for the same thing you were doing, bro.
Thank you.
The thing is, though, that he didn't pull up, though. So he didn't pull up. He could have pulled up and called a nigga out.
Yeah, but he got rid of SFM. Hold on. But he got rid of SFM. He got rid of him days ago, bro. Because he wasn't texting back. He wasn't doing nothing.
You know what I would have done? Even if Mookie made another match, I'm calling my shot right then and there, bro. Give me somebody else and let's get to it, bro. That's what I'm doing. And he ain't gonna deny me that shot because I deserve that shot.
Hey, Africa, what were your points? Hey, what were your points as you won? What were your points?
Go ahead. What did I say, King J? I said a lot of things.
I mean, what point? I mean, he focused on KG. He focused on KG's versatility. He focused on his lack of help in Minnesota, and he focused really on the Celtics. How he made them basically an all-time great elite defense. He really harped mostly on the versatility of what he could do, step on the perimeter, better than Tim Duncan.
Tim Duncan, I mean, Kevin Garnett in his Minnesota run never had an old defensive teammate his whole run, whereas Tim Duncan walks into the NBA riding with David Robinson. Then he gets Bruce Bowen, and so they got 3 old defensive players on that team. Then he gets Kawhi Leonard. Now, when you got great defensive players around you, and you got a great defensive coach and all-time coach Greg Popovich, how much do you put that on the defensive anchor that Tim Duncan was? No doubt. But how much do you put that on him, Tim Duncan, compared to Kevin Garnett, who individually was an all-time great defender? Rand, that's a question.
Well, I mean, I would say that regardless whether he played with these guys or not, Tim Duncan from day one, the moment he stepped on a hardwood court, he was already an all-time great defender. He was first team All-NBA as a second team All-Defense as a rookie, and he has the longest span between defensive teams at NBA record, the youngest and oldest player ever to make defensive teams. And yes, the Spurs were about like 5 points better when he was on the court, and they were still a great defensive team. But when he was on the court, they were an all-time dynastic defensive team. And again, you could say Kevin Garnett is more versatile, okay, because he's a quicker player, more lateral quickness than Tim Duncan, but the most prime real estate in basketball is at the rim, and there's no comparison there. You got Tim Duncan, the all-time leader in blocks in the postseason. That's an NBA record. NBA record for most consecutive first teams, 8 in a row, and that's including first team on offense. And again, a record that will never be broken. 15 all-league selections on defense. That will never be broken again.
Damn.
Ever, dog.
Hey, that's nice. Hey, hold on. Hey, look at Mookie making sound effects. Yo, you lucky. Can I rebuttal this nigga? Hey, palm down, nigga. What the fuck is this fanboy shit you doing right now, nigga? This nigga meant to be objective. Let me meant to be the referee in a fight. This nigga clapping.
Hold on. Hey, check this out. I'm gonna give you 30 more seconds, Loren. I'm gonna give the Africa 2 minutes, bro. Go ahead, Loren.
And also, if you go look at the matchups, you're talking about the versatility. You go to the matchups, go look at all the small forwards and the centers that Kevin Garnett had to go to. He will get dominated by Chris Webber. He'll get dominated by Shaq. He couldn't go at Tim Duncan, right? And also, go look at the 2010 finals. You know why they lost that game? Because Paul Gasol dominated that nigga in the finals. Dominated his ass, bro. Paul Gasol was the second best player in those finals. Kobe was the first. But again, what
time?
Wait, hold on. No. Yeah, first off, this ain't a official debate. I don't already body bag.
Because it's a good debate.
Because I don't already body bag the nigga on this topic.
No, hold on, this shit good. Y'all Africa, don't bitch out, nigga. Y'all Africa, don't bitch out, y'all Africa. Don't bitch out, bro.
Hey, first off, y'all do niggas greasy, bro. I body bag a nigga. Now you want this other nigga to come and pull up and say the same shit, and me have to repeat the same shit that ain't gonna have the same spice on a nigga to when it comes to the people. Right? At the end of the day, I'ma just have a conversation.
No, Loren, this is time, Loren. This is time, Loren. This is time, Loren.
I accept the terms of what Mookie said. We're about to get it in the second round. You deserve that, right? You done bodied enough people on these streams.
That's true. I let him go in the second round.
Yeah. He already bodied enough niggas. So we gonna do that.
Yeah, King J. We wait for this next.
Yeah.
Oh man, that would have been.
I would have got you.
That's been a good debate, King J. I ain't gonna lie.
Let me ask you something. I got some rebuttals though.
You on this. I would have destroyed you in the Annie shit.
Yeah, you would have destroyed him.
I would have murked you.
Hey, first off, you gonna let me fucking rebuttal?
And I can do it right now too.
You said hold on. You said you didn't want the debate, nigga.
No. I'm just saying I want to add the conversation though, because he made a lot of nice points, no doubt. He made good points. But let me ask you something. Let me ask you something, Rand, because I'm just gonna be repeating the same shit I said. So when you talk about how great Tim Duncan was, right? So you're gonna disregard that he played with Bruce Bowen, he played with Kawhi Leonard, he played with David Robinson, right? And you're gonna say that he made them an all-time great defensive team, no doubt. But when you talk about historical 15 all defensive teams, what about that? Kevin Garnett has more all defensive first teams, and he's tied with MJ and Kobe for most. Well, hold on. Hey, I ain't finished. See, niggas want to cut me out. Hey, in a debate, right? You gotta let a nigga cook, right? And so, but let me just say this:
you got cut out. Sorry, you got cut out.
Okay, look, most all time with MJ and Kobe, and that's non-first all defensive teams, right? More than Tim Duncan, right? Even with the longevity of Tim Duncan playing more years at a higher level, right? And he has defensive player of the year, something that Tim Duncan doesn't have. He led the league in rebounds 4 times, something that Tim Duncan never did, right? And so this is my question to you: when it comes to team defense versus individual defense, right? These are two different things. Team defense and impacting team defense and being amazing, probably one of the greatest help defenders of all time that Tim Duncan was. When Tim Duncan never averages 1 steal per game, meaning that he's really hanging in the paint and he's being able to play drop coverage in the early 2000s, and he's being able to allow guys like Bruce Bowen on the perimeter to press, guys like Kawhi Leonard on the perimeter to slow down the dribble penetration, right? When you have great guards on the perimeter that can do that, now your help defense is at a different level than guys just coming downhill dunking on niggas, right? So when you see that and you see a team-based, team defensive philosophy around Tim Duncan, Greg Popovich running that, Kevin Garnett never has that. When Kevin Garnett goes to the Boston Celtics and for the first time in his career plays with an old defensive player, and that nigga's coming off the bench in Tony Allen and Rajon Rondo making old defensive teams. When he has a decent defensive team, he creates one of the greatest defensive teams of all time in 2008 and wins the championship, damn near wins 70 games with a coach that is not known, Doc Rivers, as a great defensive coach. So how do you measure individual impact? Well, I haven't even gone into the intangibles of competitive spirit, leadership, the vocalness, the competitive nature of Kevin Garnett, being able to take the challenge, being able to hold other players accountable, being that vocal leader. How do you measure individual impact versus a great team defender that I think Tim Duncan was? Rand? What?
Well,
hey, Loren won that round, bro.
Bro, that's a conversation.
Okay, cool.
No,
Let me make this point quick. Hold on. Let me make this point.